So I'm gonna have it like where it's like an intro music. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just be chopping it up, bro. Music. You know what I mean? Chopping it up with the people. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just blazing, talking shit. Exactly. You know what I mean? It's a smoke session. You know what I mean? We gonna get this. Shout out to the chat. What up? What up? What up? Uh, I'm late. Sorry about that. But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Pulling up on your boy. Let me see what we got here. Let me stroll up. Who we got? Keep the change. Someone don't be late. And I'm late as fuck. Now I was on the phone. I had a phone call, and I was like, damn. Which I set that shit super early. Shout out to Evolve May. Evolve May in the building. What up, Evolve May? Trey Spectors. What up, Trey Spectors? 901 Reacts. Shout out to Pro 901 in the building. Who else we got up in here? Jenny. What up, Jenny? Love you, Star Beating. Kobe knows. Shout out to Kobe knows. Kobe be knowing everything. Go get your daddy. Shout out to go get your daddy. Hey, look, man, I'm late as fuck. Let me see. I forgot to do some shit. Ah, god damn. Everything happening at once. God damn, my phone ringing. My bad, y'all. Shout out to the chat. What you say, Trey Spectors? If I let Jose hit, oh, Teddy Graham, my bad. I didn't mean to miss you, Teddy Graham. What up, Teddy Grahams? You said if I let, hold on, what you say? Don't let Jose hit the link, or I'm gonna unsubscribe. Nah, he ain't gonna hit the link. Trey Spectors. And see, look, I'm glad you reminded me. Let me drop the link. I'm late as fuck. It's shit I didn't do. My bad, y'all. Let me get my shit together. Um, Let me get my shit together, y'all. Give me a second. This is Struggle Streaming 101. Oh, and I forgot to fucking turn the goddamn camera on. Like, what the fuck am I doing here? Let me see. Ah, see, that's that bullshit. Y'all can hear me though, right? Put a one if you can hear me. Let me get it right. Let me get right. All right, so that's pinned. Shout out to my moderator that just turned on subscriber. I was just about to do that. Appreciate you. Shout out to whoever just did. It probably was Trey. Trey Spec. Shout out Trey Spectors for putting that on for me. I was just about to do that. I'm late as fuck. I didn't even send out no notifications. But shout out to everybody that's pulling up. This right here is a live. What's in store for 2024? And if you look in the description, I actually got this country is ass fucking backwards. Like that. Um, yeah, I did it. Shout out to Trey Spectors for doing that for me. I appreciate you. Cause I ain't did shit, yo. I ain't roll up. Y'all already know my shit is fucking glitching. I can see it. I ain't did shit I supposed to did today. I didn't go get an Ethernet cord. Shout out to Real Chase Bank Gaming in the building. What up, bro? Appreciate you coming through. Um, yeah, so basically this is just live, just chopping it up with the people. And what I got in store for 2024. Cause you know, I have been going live, and shout out to Trace Better. She called it Wabbits After Dark. And I would love to go live like every night and then do like a overnight into the morning. But I can't do that. You said I'm a female. Called you what I say? Yo, Teddy Grahams, my bad. I thought you was a dude. You said I'm a female. My bad. I apologize. I didn't mean to misgender you. Uh, I swear I don't know why I always thought it was um the first three letters I was trolling to Kobe. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. I always thought it was a dude, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh, she was talking to me. My bad, my bad, my bad. But I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was a dude. Hey, if you know what, and see that's the rule of thumb of mine. So that's so if you got no picture, shout out to Blaze. If you ain't got no picture, right, and you got a name, that's just like I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't put no gender to that name. I can't say a guy would call. I can't. It's a dude up here to call himself Mr. Juicy. So shout out to Teef Aziz in the building. What up, Teef? Appreciate you coming through, bro. I'm just chopping it up with the people for a minute. Shooting this shit. Uh, Talking about what we got in store. I'm kind of excited. Uh, you know, I am about to go back to work. I ain't went back yet, but I am going back to work, y'all. So I'll probably be doing some content on that, like dealing with my job, because I know it could be interesting to some people. Because I don't have like a typical job that that most people would do. So I think that would be interesting content. And then just I've been thinking about it because I've always been saying like, okay, I've been going live now. What do I want my content to be about? I don't want to be a beef channel. And it almost was kind of headed that direction for a split second because I got into it with a certain individual. Um, and then he's talking about how these fucking drop frames is fucking getting on my can see it. I know y'all see it. I think I'm good now though. Hold up. I think I'm good now. But yeah, you know what I mean? So basically, what up, Sonya B? Appreciate you coming through, Sonya B. But you know what I'm saying? Basically, I lost track of thought. Let me roll up. Let me roll up. Cause I ain't did shit. I had set my shit for 6:45 and was late because I was on the phone and I'm sitting there chopping it up. It was one of my family members that I ain't really talk, and I had forgot I was going live. I was sitting there talking to him, and I forgot I was supposed to fucking go live. I was like, damn, I did set that shit for 6:45. But yeah, just talking about the direction that I want to take my channel, and I'm like, well, I don't want it to be a beef channel. I don't want it to be stuck to one specific topic or one type of like when people come to my channel, I don't want them to expect what's up Kanisha? Is it Kaniki? Man, I'm tripping. What's up, Bugs? I'm gonna call you Bugs. What up, Bugs? What is it? Is it Kanisha? Am I saying it right? I think I'm saying that shit right, y'all. Right? If I missed anybody, I apologize. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. I'm butchering that name right now, yo. What is it? It's Kanika. It's Kanika. Hold up. Kanisha. Kanika. Kanika. Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm saying, yo. Fuck all that. Shout out to you. I appreciate you coming through. This is not a beef channel though, y'all. So I apologize to anybody that comes and be expecting for me to just talk a bunch of shit about somebody and for it to be like, oh, I'm just gonna focus on talking shit about these people. No, but I will report on shit. I will give my opinion on shit, and I let other people share their opinions. Now you can't come up here bashing. Uh, you can't come up here bashing other people. You said when you go back to work, just call your channel that T is live, whatever. Right. Just whatever. But now, uh, I do I need to change my name of my channel is my name. And I was thinking about like, everybody got something like TV in their name or the show or network. Well, not everybody do network, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to put that T is TV. I didn't want it to be no because somebody did suggest the Thad show. And I was like, nah, shout out to John show. He already fucks with him. And I don't want to see this. I'm trying to bite off somebody, and then I know somebody already got that shit like the John show. Shout out to him. So Thad show would be out. I wouldn't be called a Thad show. I hate dark weed, man. This is some indica. I ain't gonna say I hate it, but I prefer green shit. But yeah, keep it that T is Trace Factors. What up, Jay? Shout out to Jay in the building. Just live with that T. Letitia. Shout out to Letitia's third eye POV. Appreciate you coming through. Y'all sub up. Shit, everybody sub up to each other. I be subbing up motherfuckers to sub up to me. Even if you don't even do content. Just in case for the future. If you decide to do content, I'm already subbed up. But then sometimes I don't sub up like I'm supposed to. Shout out to Letitia pulling up though. It is an open panel. So if anybody did want to hit the link, I said it. Okay, cool. Cool. I said Cassandra. Shout out to Cassandra in the building. My bad. I almost missed you. 27 Darren. Shout out to 27 Darren. I see you. I see you, 27. I see you coming out that shell. You might well just go ahead and go live and get on camera. I see you coming out that shell. You like shit, fuck it. These motherfuckers done put my picture out there. Shit, I put it out there myself. That's a fact. Shout out to you. Roy Lee 813. What up, bro? Appreciate you coming through. I got to say, ooh, I don't know why that shit just popped in my head, y'all. Ooh, ooh. What's up with that? But yeah. So look, back to my shit that I'm gonna be talking about, right? I'm gonna be y'all. So don't get it fucked up. Do I want beef? No, I don't. I don't want beef with nobody. But I mean, if a motherfucker want problems, you know what I'm saying? If motherfucker want some problems, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? As they say, the wabbits are war tested. You know what I mean? Which not really me, because I haven't ever like went back and forth with somebody as a content creator. I'm a chat warrior though for sure. Shout out to George Smith in the building. It's storming. Be careful, love you. Be safe driving. Don't be. You ain't got to comment. I appreciate you coming through. I know you. I know you showed up. I'm pretty sure you hit the like button. I appreciate that. Love you. But drive safe. Don't be trying to. It's storming. You need two hands on the wheel. Hey yo, I got my first copyright. Oh yeah, who anybody that was here last time, my last live, I got a copyright strike. Not a copyright strike. But it was a copyright and I had to stop playing that video. So I gotta go back and edit it. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I think. I might not, cause I don't know. Right. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Hell nah. I talk a little shit though. It's been interesting lately, and I ain't been paying attention, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I haven't really been paying attention to what's being said. Action. Um, I've been resting a lot though. I don't know. I might not look it, but I actually got more energy because I've been resting a lot. Like, cause you know what I mean. If I wasn't live, then I was watching somebody live. I was on a panel, all types of shit. So I ain't really resting like I supposed to. So I've been getting a lot of rest. I'm feeling good. Um, I feel like 2024 definitely gonna be better than 2023. Which 2023 wasn't too bad, you know what I mean? But it could have been better. I know it was fucked up for a lot of people, 2023, and it seems like it's only getting worse. Because I do want to talk about that. One thing that's pissing me off about this country is inflation. Um, it's getting out of fucking hand. Like shit is going up, y'all. And the shit. Oh, you listening to cooking? Shout out to 27 they're in. But the shit is going up, and the jobs aren't paying more money. They're not giving out raises. Like they not just giving raises out. Um, they taking hours from employees, making having you work less, so you're making less money, but things is steady going up, and it's crazy. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this country? I'm telling you, 27. It's yo. It's like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? It's like, is they doing this shit on purpose? I'm starting to think they doing this shit on purpose, y'all, on some real shit, because it's like they are intentionally driving prices of every fucking thing up. Food going up, motherfucking people's rent. Um, I mean, just every fucking thing is going up, but no money is going up. Like motherfuckers ain't saying, okay, well, we're gonna try to pay you more money to balance out that all these other prices going up. Like, nah. We want motherfuckers to go broke and go poor and somebody is getting rich while majority is getting poor. Like the yeah, powerful and greedy. It's the few that's getting rich while the masses is getting poorer and broker. And even the motherfuckers that you would think is middle class, like if a motherfucker is making $150,000 a year, depending on the lifestyle they trying to live, you struggling. You struggling. They said this lady was like, she was crying. She making $100,000 a year, but she's struggling to pay her bills because for one, it's the lifestyle that she accumulated. Now, granted, um, you expect to want to live a certain way. If you work hard, my bad, y'all. I'm trying to roll this shit. But if you want to live a certain way, I mean, you're gonna have to pay a certain price for that lifestyle. So, and then most people don't want to downgrade because if you're making $100,000 a year, 9 out of 10, you don't want to live in a house that costs $100,000. You see what I'm saying? Like you 9 out of 10, if you make 100,000, if you make six figures a year, your house is probably going to be a six-figure house that's more than $100,000. Like you probably would have like a 200 to 300,000 dollar house, which is kind of modest in my opinion. You don't try like you know how a nigga who be we done seen content creators brag and say, and I'm not knocking them, but they'll say my house costs $500,000. That means you really need to be making $100,000, $100,000 a year consecutively, like consistently, to maintain that. Because if your house costs $500,000, then imagine your mortgage is going to be high. You know what I mean? So, right, Trace, but don't live above your means. Um, but that's the fucked up problem with it now. Is like even if you're trying not to live above your means, you can't. You got to live below your means even if you was living at your means, if that makes sense. Like it's changing. The whole dynamic of the whole country is changing to where if you were somebody that had a job, let's say you was making $50,000 a year, right? You could live modestly and be like, all right, my house costs 250,000. Um, nah, that you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle if your house costs 250,000 and you only make 50,000. You're gonna struggle. So I don't know. It just changed. It just changed. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I wish I was a adult in the '90s. Like that's real shit. Who the fuck? Oh, my bad, y'all. I wish I was an adult in the '90s. If that makes sense to some people that's probably older than me. I know some people in my chat right now that's a little older, and you know how it was in the '90s. It was a little bit more feasible. Like it wasn't as bad in the '90s. So if you were an adult in the '90s and you were making good money, then you was living good. Like in the '90s, if you were making 70,000, 77, if you were making anywhere between 70 to $100,000 in the '90s, you were good. My mom said you got to use coupons to save for money. Yeah, coupons help, I guess, if people know how to do that shit. Because women know how to coupon, and they be getting a bunch of shit for the low. So yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't know if you were trying to be funny or not, but it seemed like you was being serious. Then that is something that people can consider is using more coupons to save money. It's like now you got to use more saving tip or saving methods that you probably didn't have to use before. You get what I'm saying? Like where you were a little bit more wasteful. Is that Anthena? Shout out to Anthena, 87 in the building. What up, Anthena? Where you were a little bit more let's say reckless with, let's say, either your spending or just your usage of whatever it was, being that prices is going up and things cost more, so that same item that you might have been kind of reckless with before, you have to be a little bit more frugal with, you know what I mean? Like you have to manage your money a lot better. Don't be as wasteful, shit like that, you know what I mean? Because shit is getting funky out there for a lot of people. And like how this discussion was being had last month, and I think I spoke on it, of like, with don't go out there trying to overlive or overdo it with the holidays and then get yourself in a financial bind because you're trying to show off, or you're trying to, you know what I mean, you're trying to be something that you're not. So then it's like you put yourself in a bigger hole. And see, some people can't handle it. Some people can deal with being broke. And the old saying, most black people can deal with it. If you've been broke before, then okay, what the fuck? I mean, I ain't gonna stress it. Like, yeah, these bills might be due, and you ain't got no money, but you say pay yourself first, exactly. And paying yourself first is your health, and that would be, to me, my opinion, that would be the most important thing, is paying yourself first with allowing yourself to not even worry about it. Shout out to Miss Eve in the building. How you doing? Good evening. To not even worry about it, but you're gonna worry about it. But you get what I'm saying. Like, don't stress about the shit. It is what it is. Because your health is more important. So if you feeling like, damn man, this y'all fucked up and I'm fucked up and all this other shit, um, and I don't even like saying the phrase, well, always thinking somebody's doing worse. I don't like to say that, because to me that's like a cop out to try to make yourself feel better that somebody is doing worse. I don't like that saying. Shout out to Miss Troll in the building. What up, Miss Troll? You know what I mean? Because that would mean that I'm kind of like, um whoever seen Dawn of the Dead. I don't know if you ever seen Dawn of the Dead, but Vig Rhames, his character, he says in the movie, he was like, when he been to a lot of funerals, and he'll always say the sweet, the nice thing to say at the funeral and all that, but in the back of his mind is always better them than me. And that's kind of fucked up, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's always somebody that's doing worse. You know what I mean? Or because I do use the phrase, it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's always true. So, if someone is going through it, just be like, yo, it could be worse. Long as you're still living, you still have your health, you good. You know what I mean? Instead of stressing about it. Cause like the way shit is going, and like I say, man, I can't even really speak for yeah, I know I wouldn't crash out and want to leave the earth because shit is getting terrible and shit. But it do be motherfuckers that crash out. Nene Faye. Shout out Nene Faye in the building. What up, Nene? I appreciate you coming through. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on your boy. I'm just chopping it up, talking shit, talking about what's in store for 2024. 2023 was an interesting year to say the least. You know what I mean? It was an interesting year. And we got to look forward to. We're gonna have a new president sometime soon. Um, we only got this year left of them, right? So that's something to be happy about. Is we only have 1 year left of Joe Biden because I personally don't think he's going to get reelected. If he does get reelected, something is seriously fucking wrong with this country, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Not y'all. Y'all in the chat, y'all smart. Even if you did vote for him, though, I don't judge you. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't know no better. But now that you know better, don't vote for this motherfucker again. Oh shit. Shut up, 27. No, I'm bad. I ain't trying to tell you shut up. But I know what you mean. I hope not. Cause god damn. It's like soon as motherfuckers be getting back right, they wanna fuck some shit up. Shout out to Heck Money Harlem in the building. I wish I could meet a motherfucker that was like a uh from the past, from the future. Yeah, a motherfucker from the future that can tell me what the fuck is about to happen so I can be like I can be prepared for it, you know what I mean? Um, cause somebody stands to get all this shit, right? So think about if you had invested in right before the pandemic, right? Right before the pandemic, if you had invested in like cleaning shit. Like think about if you had invested in Lysol stock. Yeah, y'all remember when all this shit popped off? You couldn't find no Lysol on the shelves. You couldn't find no toilet paper on the shelves. You couldn't find paper towels on the fucking shelf. So imagine if you had invested in the stock in these companies before all of this now, when the shit was low and then it hit, especially with Lysol. Because Lysol was just flying off the goddamn shelves. Motherfuckers was buying that shit right by now. Like if she's saying like if that's true, if it's predicting else to happen like that, then you would buy the shit now, stocks now. So then when it do pop off and it rises, that's when you sell your stock. You know what I mean? When the price gets at its high, which I know how to do stock. Shout out to well not shout out, but y'all know what I mean. Biz know how to do this shit. I wouldn't focus on trying to teach you guys how to do something um that I'm really not doing myself right now, like that, or that I'm risking. I wouldn't ask you guys or try to advise you to risk your shit. Just that's his lane. That ain't my lane. But I understand it. I understand how stocks and everything work. He say, "Oh, Miss Eve, I still have toilet tissue since COVID." Yo, motherfuckers was stocking up on that shit, Miss Eve. I'm talking about yo. And look, like I said, my job required. I was still traveling during the whole shit, and I'm going into different locations, and I'm seeing that the shit is gone. Like because I was always straight, you know what I'm saying? But I remember when people would be coming in the stores and they'll be like, "Is there any toilet paper?" Nah, ain't no toilet paper. Like they couldn't keep that shit on the shelf. Then they had to limit it, like so when they have like the sales, you know how like women like the coupon, and y'all be getting like all that shit for the coupon and shit. They had to limit that shit. That coupon shit serious though, fellas. Most of us don't really know about it. Cause I knew this chick one time that she was really into it. Um, I mean, she was smart with that shit too, my nigga. Like she could spend like 20 something dollars and get a bunch of shit. You be like, yo, I'm telling y'all, fellas, get you a girl that know how to coupon. That shit is crucial. You never had a what you call it? Oh, toilet pap. Yeah, she ain't never had no problem finding toilet pap. Shout out to Roll Rich Entertainment in the building. What up, Roll Rich? I would play your drop, but my shit, I didn't go get an Ethernet cord. My shit's still choppy. So I could barely talk and y'all see me without moving all crazy across the screen. Oh yeah, that coupon and shit is yo. I seen the value in that of people that know how to fucking coupon. Shout out to the chat. So you don't agree with all his stuff, but some of his moves benefited business owners. We y'all talking about the president? Hold on, what I missed? Y'all talking about the president? Oh yeah, that's what y'all talking about, man. Hey, look, bro. My 2 cent, my 2 cent on that right there, right, is I don't want to get I don't want to get canceled by YouTube. I say, right. So think about that. We got guidelines, so I gotta be careful what I say. So let me think about what I want to say and make it respectful and not sound, like I'm bashing anybody. Let me see, how can I word this shit? So, all right. So I am not a supporter of Biden's, and I'm technically not a supporter of Trump's. You know what I'm saying? So technically, I'm not a supporter of neither. And but who else do we have other than Trump? Shout out to Mike Simmons in the building. What up, Mike? But yeah, who do we have other than them two? Like who else has came out of the shadows to be like, I'm going to run for president? So right now, if you look at it, the only choices that we really have to choose from is Biden or either Trump. That's a fact, Trace Spector. The president doesn't make the laws; they only enforce them. Because people be forgetting that the president is only the chief and commander of the military. Because he isn't the one that actually makes and passes the laws. He can suggest shit and say, hey, I think it'd be a good idea if we do this. What do y'all guys think? And then they vote on it and then they decide, do we think it's good? Now he does have the power to, what is it called? Veto um a law. If he deems it unconstitutional and he can prove that it's unconstitutional, you can veto the law. But technically it's just a figurehead, basically. It's just a figurehead. Like the motherfucker is the face of it. Like, the face of a team. Like, okay, he's not necessarily the leader, but this is who you see. This is who we're gonna put out front. But it's pretty much things are decided by committee. Like we have to vote on things for things to pass. And he who controls the seat makes the laws. Whoever controls the Congress controls the makes the laws, technically. You know what I mean? So when American sneezes, the what get rich? The green, the blue. Shout out to DL in the building. I appreciate you coming through. I should be saying hit the like button, right? Everybody hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, can you hit the like button for me? That's all I ask. I appreciate everybody coming through, showing support. Just hit the like button. I did drop the link, so if anyone did want to hit the link, you can hit the link. We can chop it up. This live right here doesn't have no particular direction. As it says, your status live, what's in store for 2024. So I'm talking about my channel, the direction that I want to go for 2024 and maybe beyond, and what's in store for the country. And just want to hear people's thoughts. Because we do have a presidential election coming up this year. I'm not sure if I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I know they be like, well, if you don't vote, um, shout out to Roll Rich.
Shout out to Roll Rich. Shout out to Thaddeus.
What up, bro?
Ain't shit, just
What's
chilling.
good with you? Chilling, man. I know that's right. Chilling on this Wednesday night. I'm sparking up, just chopping it up with the people. Um, talking about what in store for 2024. Uh, how do you see this year going? How do you see your own year going? Um, whatever you want to speak on.
Hey yo, I made more than $100,000 last year, and I
Shout
think
out
this
to
year is
you.
going to be exactly this. It's going to be exactly the same kind of way because the work don't stop. People need shit done, and I get it done. You feel me? I was on JB panel. I showed a little bit of my work earlier. I was replacing a service, changing the meters out and shit. So
Mm,
it's a lot of old construction in New York City that has violations, and I'm going to be the man
right,
to fix
right.
it. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, one thing being where you at, I can guarantee. I guarantee, but I can almost guarantee he's gonna always have work because there's always shit need to be done in New York. Period. Like always. When they
you
say
feel me?
it's a
This is what
city that
happened when
never
you pack
sleep.
people together like sardines like this. You know what I mean? You got a lot of work that need to be done regularly. You know what I mean? You stack people, human beings on top of each
That's a
other and
fact.
shit.
Hell yeah. Damn, it's like what? How many millions is it right there in that little what? How many miles? It's not even a big square mile. When you think of the city like this, New
It's
York
like one.
City,
It's like a million people in New York City, like 1.7 million people in New York City.
and it's only like what, like 10 miles? Like I forgot the radius, but you know what I'm saying. It's not huge. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's small as shit, bro.
right
It's
on a
definitely
on a
small as
larger
shit.
scale, it's small, but it's just so many people, like you said, packed
Hey,
in
yo,
right there. It's like
you know when I realized New York City wasn't big during Corona, because during Corona I had one of those passes to be out. You feel me? Like to work.
out.
So I was driving around the city with no traffic. Bro, I could get from the Bronx to Brooklyn in like 25, 30 minutes, bro. That's when I realized New York
Right.
City was small. What makes New York City feel big is the traffic.
Traffic, yeah. Yeah, because you gotta wait at so many lights, and then
Because it
even if the
takes an
light
hour
waits,
with traffic
right.
to get from Brooklyn to the Bronx. So the Bronx feels far away, but it's not necessarily that far away. Because during Corona, I realized the Bronx only 30 minutes away.
Cause look, you right. I mean, it still was traffic and shit, but it wasn't as bad. I was up there during the pandemic, um, for a little time, and like you said, when you driving around, you can kind of get places a little faster at that particular time, because the traffic wasn't as bad, because there wasn't as many people out, when it was like I was up there when it was like
You got to
it
remember,
was big as
Corona
peak, but
and wasn't the Corona shit and the PPP shit like the same time, bro? Niggas wasn't working. Niggas wasn't coming outside. Everybody was PPPing
tell it,
and shit.
yeah, right.
Niggas just had money. Niggas like, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work
They
if I
go
don't
get
have to.
PPP
Fuck that.
loans
Listen, if I could stay out
and
until this Corona
unemployment.
shit is over,
Yeah,
I'm staying out.
unemployment was paying like I remember unemployment was paying like $600 a week.
It was 11
Well,
because
not
I
down
got
here.
unemployment for a
It
couple
probably was
weeks.
high.
It was 11.
I about to say it
So
was
this
probably
was
higher up there, but down here it wasn't 11. You wasn't getting that a week.
it was
You still
11. Yo, bro, it's niggas that never made 1100 a week in their life
when they
that was
like
getting
niggas getting that.
1100 a week
That's what
as
I'm
on
saying. It was
fucking
people
unemployment, bro.
because cost of living up there is way higher, so that's why y'all guys was getting a lot
These
more.
niggas still wasn't making 1100 a week.
But down here, I think unemployment was like five. I think it was either 5 or 600 a week, and people they were getting that they wasn't getting that before because no, they were only really getting like 300 a week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the maximum unemployment you get down there?
are we talking about a week now?
A week before we have regularly without the corona shit,
Three
just
fifty,
regularly. The max up here is five
three
hundred and
fifty.
twelve dollars. You heard? If I go on unemployment,
Yeah.
$512 is not even half of my weekly income. Going unemployment wouldn't even help me, bro. That shit is like
Oh no, yeah,
it might
yeah.
pay a
Unemployment
bill.
wouldn't help me neither. Nah, that shit ain't
That
even
shit
gonna pay no
might
big
pay a
bill.
bill. It might pay a
A
bill. Like
phone bill
if I save it up, if I save it up every week, it'll
a
pay a
week.
bill or two.
Yeah,
You feel me? But
right. But that shit ain't
um,
happening. Yeah,
But imagine, look, Donald Trump was giving niggas $600 extra, right? Plus
Mm-hmm.
$512. That's $1,100, bro. That's $1,112, bro. $1,112. These
Yeah.
niggas was getting that in the
And
yo son.
see, look, that to go to that point because you brought up Trump, and that's my like I said, I don't necessarily support neither one more to say, okay, I'm a Trump supporter or I'm a Biden supporter. I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. But I would just call out facts where I see it. And it's a fact that, in my opinion, Trump was more for the American people than what Biden is. I don't know what the fuck he on, like type of shit. What time he on? He I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he got going on. Like
Is
the
this
shit ain't
nigga
helping the
American
American
or is
people.
he from Israel, bro? Because he giving all of the American
I don't
money.
fucking
Like, yo,
know, my
son,
nigga.
this nigga
To them.
struggling out here, you heard? Yo, I just seen some shit where I heard that the people that are migrating to America right now are getting 5 bands to come into the when they come into the country.
That's
Nigga, I'm about to have
crazy.
all my family migrate from the Caribbean right now, nigga, and give me a
That's
band each.
crazy though. I know, I feel you, bro. But as an American, for Americans to hear that, it can be infuriating because like, what the fuck? Like, how
Bro, I
is
pay
it that you
taxes,
can help
bro.
other
They take a
countries
third of my money, bro.
before you even help
They
your
take more
own
than
people?
30%.
It's
How
paying
much
the
taxes do you
taxes.
pay,
That's
bro?
crazy.
How much taxes do you pay, Dad?
Shit.
Like a third of your money, right? When you look, it's like a third,
Yeah.
bro. They take like a third, like 38. They take more than a third of my money, bro. They take,
Look,
and it's like when
if
I
you
work
make
overtime, they take more bread.
right, that's what I'm saying. Cause I remember one time I had got mad because I'm like, yes, my girl, I got so mad. I was like, damn, I might always just make less money. Cause it's like, goddamn, the more money I make, the more they gonna take. So it's like you still
The
keeping
more
me
the
trying to
tax
keep me at that
percentage
same
go up,
spot.
bro, it's crazy.
You trying to keep me at that same spot. So it doesn't make if I make 3,000, like if I make three, you're gonna take damn near 1,000 of
They take
that.
it
You see what I'm
1,500. They take it 15. If you make, listen, I've made
My state ain't as bad as
$2,700
New
in a
York. I
week,
don't think,
bro.
yeah, I don't think my state is as bad as New York as far as like labor tax, because that's where
Bro, I made
and
twenty
I've
seven
heard,
hundred dollars in a week, and they took 47%.
I'm telling you, they be raping, bro. Well, I'm sorry, I can't use
Bro,
that
I
word.
got my
They be
calculator
graping.
out to
They be
see
graping,
how much it was because I didn't believe. I'm like, yo, why did they take so much? I went to see how much percentage it was that they took, bro.
bro.
And
That
I
shit
did the
pisses you the fuck
calculation.
off. That shit will piss you the fuck off. That's why I made it my goal to do the least amount of work to make the most amount of money, because you're gonna tax the fuck out of me anyway. So I don't need it. If I go work and slave and go, I'm talking about I gotta sweat and I'm lifting heavy shit and I'm doing all this overtime work, and then you take most of my fucking money, I'm gonna feel cheated. So I don't feel as bad if I go and I'm doing like a easy job and I'm not doing something I'm really doing labor. Like I'm not breaking my back to do it. And then I'm gonna make more. I mean, shit, that's how I look at it. Like shit, do less work
That's a
then. You
fact.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm gonna do less work, get more money. So you're gonna tax it either way versus me killing myself trying to make this money and I'm fucking myself up. Like I say, I went to welding school before, and they make real good money, but you fucking yourself up doing that shit.
You gonna go blind. My
So I
nephew's a
just feel
welder,
like
nigga.
that's
He
what
was like, he gonna
you
do underwater welding for a year, and then he could be good for like 5 years after that. I'm like, nigga, because that shit, the
mm-hmm.
compression of your lungs from the water is gonna fuck you up a little bit. Then you got the spark in your face while you're underwater. That's gonna fuck your vision up. You might as well just go get it and fuck it for a year, and then fucking fall back for a little bit, nigga, and then go do it again. Like, I understand why they make so much money. You feel me? Like them oil riggers, they make a lot of money,
That's a
bro.
fact. That's a fact. The health
Shit,
risk of
I
that
make
is
a lot of
very high.
money, and I
Before
don't
that,
even
keep it
work that
down.
hard.
All right. I feel you because I make a lot of money, but I don't work hard. Like I'm not like breaking my
I'm the
back to do the
brain,
shit I
bro. I
do.
tell niggas how to do the work the quick and efficient way. You feel me? To the code, to the electrical code, to the NEC. You feel me? I look at the job and I'm like, boom, bam, bing. Like if you look at Johnny Blaze shit, I wasn't doing nothing, nigga. I was standing there and the other nigga was doing it because I was telling him what to fucking do.
Yeah, you good. Keep the change. I'm sorry. You got the floor if you want to be. I mean, like I say, it's anything. I don't have no certain topic. So whatever you wanna. Chime
Okay,
in
because
though.
I had seen it was open panel, but you guys were having a good discussion. And I'm gonna let y'all get back to that. But I just want to approach a situation that um 27 Duran, I am not flying low. That account has been around for a while, and I don't appreciate you going into other people's chat being messy, bitch. Telling people that I'm flying low because flying low was on your head in skinny chat last night and dragging the fuck out of you. That has nothing to do with me. I can't see you in skinny chat. I can't see you in any chat unless it's Sis and I'm a moderator. I can't even see you in this chat. But no, I am not flying low.
Yeah, Flying Low is a guy, from my understanding. I mean, like I said before,
Right.
I always assume every account they just got a letter or just a random picture that is not of them, and it's a crazy name, not a crazy name, but it could be any type name. I always assume it's a dude, even if it's a female. I wouldn't know that because I'm gonna assume it's a dude.
Yeah, I mean that's
That's just
crazy.
me though.
Like I'm in his chat typing, and you go to a whole nother chat to stir up shit and say that I'm flying low. Like, man, get a life. I'm not on YouTube for you. So quit assuming shit. Quit spreading shit that's not true and that you sitting up there assuming because you're making an ass out yourself. And that's all I had to say. I don't have nothing more. I don't gotta be all upset and angry, but I think it's just straight messy and bullshit to go spread that lie. Y'all have a good one.
Shout out to keep the change. I appreciate you hitting the panel.
Shout out to Keep the Change. I appreciate you in the panel.
What up, Trey Spectors? How you doing?
Nothing much. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. No, I just came up here to chit chat with you,
That's what's up. I
depending
appreciate
on
you
the
hitting the panel.
discussion.
This Trey Spector's first time hitting the panel. Shout out to Trey
Yes,
Spectors.
sir.
Shout out to Distracting One in the building. I don't
Happy New
distract
Year,
them.
Trey Spector.
Yes.
Thank
Happy
you.
Happy
Happy New
New
Year.
Year. Happy New Year. I feel like 2024 is gonna be a better year than 2023. Cause for one, we ain't gotta worry about fucking Biden being the president no more after this year.
So
Um,
let me just ask you, as far as the president is concerned, and I
mhm,
don't support either one of them, but
me
the
neither.
president is merely a figurehead, as far as I'm concerned. You know, they don't make laws; they just sign off on
Mhm,
them.
correct.
So, when we start pointing fingers at, like, or saying that a president gave us this or that, you know, that's not necessarily true.
Well, it kind of is because like you just said, they don't necessarily make the laws per se, but
Mhm.
they can suggest and like you said, signing off. So depending on who the president really supports as far as Congress and who controls the House,
Right.
then things get done a certain way based off of who the president is. Now I do understand that the president doesn't make decisions alone. He can't just say, oh, this is going to happen, and it just happens. It has to go through a
Mhm.
process, and it has to get voted on and all these other things, and most of the time it doesn't even get passed. You get what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Because they're not concerned with the president wants. They concerned what they want. And it's like your delegates, they go off of I guess they say they do what the people want, but at the end of the day, it seems that they go off of their own hidden agendas. It's
Absolutely. I
and
mean,
it's all,
the
it's all about.
lobbyists
Yeah,
are
go
the
ahead.
ones. I'm no, no, no. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, no. You basically about to say the same thing. I think I was about to say is that it's all about profiting with the lobbyists and the companies, and you know um who can get the biggest contracts as far as like with money wise. And they're looking at longevity because these people are humans, they're individuals, they have families. They want to see their families well off. So they're going to think about their families first before they actually think about the American people. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is fact.
Absolutely.
I
Now
feel like
that
they
I
want to think
agree
about
with.
their own families first before they think about the American people. And now, don't get me wrong, you do have people that believe it wholeheartedly that they trying to make a difference and they want to see a change in the country in itself. But I feel like they are outnumbered by greedy people that's just only concerned with filling their own pockets. But that's just my opinion.
Absolutely. I mean, the president, they're the representation of us, of course, you know, but for the most part, people give Trump kudos, and like I said, I don't have a vested interest in either one of them. I mean, whoever, if it feeds my bottom line, I don't care who's in office. You know, Donald Trump, I
Facts.
don't like him, but I didn't like him before he became. It has nothing to do with him being president. I grew up in New York, so I'm very familiar with him and his antics. So I never liked him. Having said that, when he was in office, some of the laws that was passed that he signed off on benefited me. So I'm appreciative of that. Some of the laws that um,
Fact.
was in place or that Biden has signed off on, it benefited me. So it's about what benefits me on some real shit.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's just keeping it 100. And at the end of the day, um, I mean, shit. Why wouldn't a person appreciate it when it does benefit them? Now the kicker to that though is that it might benefit you, but does it affect other people in a negative way? So the part was like, damn, I'm kind of conflicted with it because like, all right, I appreciate the law, whatever it is they did, but then who is it really affecting?
Well,
Um,
yeah.
and, go
hmm
ahead. I'm
No,
about to
of
say because
course.
that
I
that
mean,
mean
I have absolutely, I have sympathy and empathy for, those people that it didn't benefit. But the bottom line is, you know, you're in it for the interest of you for the most part, right? You and your family and your
right,
legacy.
right.
The type of work that I do, I mean, I see how these laws affect people every day. And it's extremely unfortunate. So I see the suffrage of people, and it's really unfortunate. But at the bottom line, or my bottom line is, I'm glad it's not me on the receiving end of that. That doesn't mean that I don't have sympathy or empathy for anyone. You can make a lot of money, per year, but you making, $100,000 or in six figures. What you have to start doing is counting your total compensation package. Somebody can make $50,000 a year, but if you have $40,000 in benefits or whatever. So you have to add all of that, and that's your total salary right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't always look at it. Look at the amount of money that you're bringing home, because it's like if you have health insurance, how much is that worth a year? You
It
know,
could be a
if
lot. It
you
could be a
have
lot depending on how much you use it or you
exactly,
know. Yeah, I mean
and
it could
what
be.
your company contribution is. So there's a lot of things that are factored into that.
Yeah, cause that's something I do want to start talking about, like, cause people don't be what I know other people talk about it too, but I know some people aren't aware of things that you could take advantage of while you're here on the earth, like life insurance. See, a lot of people think that life insurance only benefits you once you pass. Well, not benefits you, but benefits your loved ones that you leave behind. But it also can benefit you while you're here in your life. You get what I'm saying? So you can,
Absolutely, you could
yeah, you
borrow
can
against your policy.
exactly. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't know shit like that. So it is like, yeah, because I think not just black people, but just people in general are ignorant to a lot of these things that they could take advantage of, that they're not taking advantage of. So they might think that they're bad off, but you could be better off than where you at if you had the knowledge to take advantage of some of these things that would get you further ahead. But
Absolutely.
but my whole thing with like the presidents, where it's like when I was speaking on like I feel like Trump is for the American people, and then Biden kind of like he kind of just leaves it in the hands of other people to make decisions, and then either he signs off on it or just he just like whatever, you know what I mean, versus making America a priority. As I felt like, and like I
Mhm.
said, I'm not a Trump supporter or anything, but I just give credit where credit is due,
Right.
where he's on record and actually doing things to actually benefit the American people. Because one of the best things that I heard him say was how he wanted to penalize companies for sending work overseas, for starting factories and all this other shit overseas, and giving. Why would you give them an incentive for that? That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? You need
Hmm.
to give an incentive for opening up places here in America, giving Americans jobs. Especially if it's an American company, that don't even make no fucking sense. If it's an
Hmm.
American company, why are you sending your labor over to another company and then trying to get the American people to buy it? That don't even fucking make sense. Like, how can they even afford to buy the shit you trying to sell them?
But let me ask you something. Do you think that really? I mean, he talked about that.
Well,
Do
which
you
one?
think? Do you think it happened in the
No,
grand scheme of things?
yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. That's why they try to reverse everything that Trump did or was
Hmm.
or trying to do. Soon as the Biden administration got into office, they try to reverse all of it. And
Hmm.
it's like a tug of war game. Because when you
Right.
really pay attention to it, even when Obama was in office, the things that he did when Trump came in, he tried to reverse a lot of it.
Right.
Um and because it's like, all right, well, we didn't like this, and because it's going to be a group of people, mainly the Republicans, that don't like a lot of the Democrats' policies, and the Democrats, and it's just like a whole fucking game, and it fucks with the American people.
Right.
At
Right.
the
I
end of the
agree
day, like
with
you said,
that.
we don't have no control over it. We can go vote, we can do all of
Hmm.
this shit, but at the end of the day, we technically don't have no control over it because even if the Americans do select a certain president, it doesn't come down to that. It come down to an electoral vote, which the American
Right.
people ain't got nothing to do with. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? That takes the American
Right.
people out of the vote completely. Now the hands of who's going to be president is into something else, and it's not ours. So it's like, why even say go vote, motherfucker? Just had these fucking delegates. I mean, not delegates, but had these fucking college. What do you call them? The people in these states that
The
decide the
electrical,
shit. Uh,
electoral
yeah, the
college.
electorals. Yeah, yeah. You
Hmm.
just had these motherfuckers vote. Shit. I mean, at
Right.
the end of the
Which is an
day,
unfair system in itself.
right. That's what I'm saying. It's
Hmm.
like they try to convince us that it is a fair system, that we have the most diplomatic country in the world, and we stand on democracy and we die for it and all this other shit. But the shit is fucked up because it's more like a dictatorship disguised, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, y'all.
Right.
So
I
YouTube is
just would
all
like
just
to say,
entertainment purposes only. Just my opinion.
yeah, I just would like to say my opinion for educational purposes only. The electoral college is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Ever heard? Bro, when I learned about that shit in school, I'm like, what the fuck we got that shit for? Well, I'm like, what the
Exactly.
fuck is the point? What's the point of having the American people vote and then say, oh well, it don't really decide that. We have to go down to the electoral. Come on, I'm like, what?
Hey, yo, what was your first thought when you understood what that shit was?
Bullshit.
Trace Vector,
Everything. It's like this is bullshit.
Trace
I
Vector,
thought
what was your first thought when you understood what the electoral college was?
I thought and still think that it's unfair, as far as like the popular vote versus the electoral college. I think it's unfair, especially the way that they push people to vote, you know. And then at the end of the day, I mean, your vote counts, of course, because your vote is built into those states that have a larger presence as far as electoral college. But I think it's an
Right.
unfair system. I know at times um, they were trying to do away with it for a number of years. I don't know if they're still working on that because honestly, I don't even do politics anymore. I just thought this was an interesting conversation when we were just talking about the overall, you know, society at large. But I just thought it was
Right.
dumb. But
Yeah.
sometimes we have to prepare ourselves, you know, for our future as far as make smarter decisions and stuff.
That's why I
It's
was
all
saying,
about
like, damn, I wish
it's
I
all
did have
about
a motherfucker from the future tell me what's going to happen, so you be more prepared.
exactly. But sometimes like even now, I don't spend frivolously. What I started doing, like even if I donate to someone on YouTube, you know what I do?
Mhm.
My grandson, he's 7. If I give you $3, I give him 6. Any and every time I donate to someone, I'll put something in his account. And that's what I'm saying, like an example of paying yourself first.
Right.
So because if I could afford to, pay for my entertainment, I can afford to invest in him.
That's a fact.
That's just, my theory. I figure even if it's $3, $6, whatever. You know, he's not touching it really. So over time, that's going to build up. You know, that's going to be a build up for him. It helps him. It helps my son. You know, and sometimes we have to think along those lines. You know, like I said, I don't spend frivolously. I don't spend more than I can
Hold on, I don't
afford
mean
to spend.
I don't
Hmm.
mean to jump off subject, but shout out to Flying Low. Flying Low is in the chat, but that's what Keep the Change was saying that 27 is saying that she's flying low. Am I mistaken?
Yeah, let me go on
I
mute.
think that's what I heard when she
Yeah,
shout
I'm
out
gonna
to
go on
27.
mute.
But no. No, I just noticed that Flying Low was in the chat. So it's like, yo, shout out to Flying Low. So it'd be kind of crazy if Keep the Change is trying to be Flying Low and Keep the Change in the chat at the same time. Which I don't think that's change. I
Well,
think Flying Low is Flying
let's
Low.
watch them.
Um,
Let's watch them, Thaddeus. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
you said let's watch them. Let's see if they type at the same time. Can y'all both say hello at the same time? Let me stop.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, type different sentences at the same time and hit send. Nah. But maybe it is somebody doing that. I don't know. It could be somebody on the internet that's sitting there with two devices and typing on this one, typing on this one. But that's you got to use both sides of your motherfucking brain at the same time. Do some shit like that. I think because um to be typing two different things, you talented. You need to get the fuck off YouTube and go get you one of them motherfucking high paying ass jobs as an analyst or some shit. Because you just fucking your brain is just off the meter. Am I the only person to think that's incredible to do to type two different things at the same time? Like your brain got to be thinking about two different sentences to type the shit at the same. Shout out to Flying Low. Matter of fact, I want to say Flying Low and hit the panel before. Not my panel though. What up, Flying Low?
What's good, Thaddeus?
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
I'm
want to
watching
Hey,
that.
come up
Milo.
because people ain't putting respect on my name.
Right.
They
I
hating.
knew you was a guy, and I'm like, hold up, man. What the fuck? That shit sound crazy to say that. Keep the change is flying low. Like what?
Shout out
Yeah,
to Flying Low.
what's good? What's good?
Yeah, shout out to Flying
Happy
Low.
So
New Year, brother.
27,
So that
hit
just
the
debunked
link.
that right there. Anybody that was thinking that just debunks that right there. Y'all see my man Flying Low on the link. This is him. It's a guy. Um, if Keep the Change is
27, hit the
Flying Low,
link
god
up.
damn, she fucking talented, bro. I'm talking about she got the voice changer and she could type and be on a panel. I'm not talking about yo man. She got skills.
Keep the
Shout out to
change at the link
Breako.
so y'all can speak at the same time.
Right, right.
What
That
more
oh
proof do
man, I'm
y'all
talking about
niggas want?
man.
Hey,
If
my
they ever say that shit again, they look stupid.
my bet still stand at 27. Hit the link. We'll show our families. You could get this money. What's good?
Damn, 27. You still think that's her? You said shout out to 27, Darren. You can't be serious though. Come on now, baby. Come on. Come on. Like he on the link right now. You hear him talking, and you see keep the change in the chat, and you saying they think you stupid. Um
See, she don't want to cam up. That's the thing. I told her cam up. I cam up too. We could show our families. She don't want to do that because she ain't got no man. She ugly.
I wouldn't call her ugly.
But if
27, you're
she
not
gonna hit,
ugly.
but if she
In
gonna
my
hit the
opinion.
link
I
up,
can't speak for
but
you.
if she gonna,
I can't speak for Flying Low. I can only speak for me, and I don't think you're ugly, 27, Darren. But everybody has their own opinion, so I can't disagree with anybody's
yeah,
opinion to
she
say
beautiful.
how
She
you're
beautiful on
wrong.
the inside. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, she not ugly.
She
So
gonna
is she
make
Now,
talking
another
about
little
27,
hitting the
you
short
do
link,
one
start
about
some
you,
shit.
bro.
27, you do be taking shots. I always said that. You know, I
or
fuck
is she
with you.
just about to
You
go
take a little
outside and
shot.
walk around and hate?
She gonna make another little short one about you.
uh, hit the link, 27. Let me stop
All right, man.
instigating.
I just want to hit the link
If she come up, I'll come back up.
Shout out to Flying Low,
But
man. I
shit, I'm back
appreciate
to
you
the
today,
chat.
bro. That's what's up, bro. I appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man. You too. Happy New Year.
Okay, Flying Low. Happy New Year.
Yeah, but that's what's up,
Happy
man.
New Year.
Appreciate Flying Low hitting the link saying fuck that. Y'all gonna hear me like I ain't no motherfucking female. Fuck out of here. And see, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, most time I assume if a motherfucker got no picture, and depending on the name, if it's like and they say they a guy, I'm gonna assume they telling the truth that it's a dude. I'm not gonna say, oh no, it's not a dude, unless you got definitive that this person is perpetrating to be someone else. I wouldn't uh accuse any profile or avatar of being someone else. Because we all know people do troll up here and all that shit. We know, I mean, come on, we know that. But you know, you gotta be kind of more with your proof or accusations, should I say? Holly favorite. What up, Holly favorite? He says stalker. um, hey, look, that's what I'm saying. I don't judge nobody that don't want to cam up. Um, if they want to cam up, that's fine. If you don't want to cam up, that's fine. I don't care. So you won't hear me saying I be talking shit, y'all. I might say, yo man, cam up. But I don't give a fuck really though. He said Garrett perpetrating as a man. My goddamn, shit. Okay, B, I'm trying to tell you. This nigga said, goddamn. Well, goddamn. He been live lately, y'all? I don't know. I ain't subscribed to that nigga. He ain't gonna get my subscription or view. Fuck Garrett. All he do is say how much he got disrespected and how much you gonna disrespect everybody else because he got disrespected. Because niggas think you fruity. Not just the men think you fruity, my nigga. Women too, bruh. You mad at everybody. Nigga just women like a motherfucker on YouTube. They're all gonna laugh at me. But you know, KB support that community. He got a strong liking to that community. So that's where he feel the safest at is at the bus life because you know they support that. I mean, I'm not saying I ain't against that, but it ain't like I'm a advocate. Like you ain't gonna see me motherfucking saying let's celebrate Pride Week and shit like that. You know what I mean? But I ain't got nothing against them. Shout out to them.
I personally
But
love the
K,
children.
I love the kids too. I love the kids. Um, but yo, I'm telling you, Disney was bugging though, y'all. Cause like I said, I be in the store sometimes, yo, and I be seeing shit. I'm like, yo, why Disney bugging like this, yo? If you know what I'm talking about, you know, like they be bugging. They be taking shit a little too far, in my opinion. It's like
Shout
an
out to
agenda,
the
but
chat.
yeah, it's like an agenda or whatever. But so whatever they got going on, I don't know. But the shit is weird. Um. Oh, has anybody went and seen that Color Purple shit?
No, I haven't seen it.
Have you seen it? You ain't seen it, bro. Rich, I ain't gonna ask bro. Rich. I know you ain't seen that shit. Let me stop.
What
Let me
you
stop. Let
said?
me stop. Let me stop judging.
My
Let me
bad. I'm
stop
looking for a
judging.
parking spot. What you say?
You might have seen it, but I'm assuming that I'm gonna make an ass out of myself and assume that you haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying?
What's that? Seen what?
They that new Color Purple shit they put out. They remade the movie, but they made it more like a musical.
Nah, I
And,
ain't see that.
and I haven't seen it, but from the reviews that I've heard so far, um, they saying that they put their own alphabet spin on it. So you know is a lot different than what a lot of people probably will remember from the original, or hell, even the play.
Everything got the alphabet spin on it these days.
I'm telling you, bro. They put it's like the Midas touch, and with the reversed effect, because they got their hand on everything. They just got to touch everything. Like, yeah, let me. Oh, you putting something out? Okay, let me make sure I put this right here. Oh, you got a project coming out, huh? Let me. Oh, yeah, put this right here. Like, what the fuck? It's like everything. Cause look, even I'm a fan of the video game, and this shit pissed me off, my nigga. Yo, this shit pissed me off, y'all. I gotta talk about this for a minute. It's a game called The Last of Us on PS. You know what I'm saying? The shit came out originally like on PS3, the first one, but they made two. Or they only made two games, right? Um, they ended up making a TV show about it on HBO. You know what I'm saying? To do a series, a TV series about the game. Now, in the game, there is a particular part of the game where this guy is he's in a town by himself, right? And in the game, it don't show nothing remotely uh about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. I'm trying to allude to. It don't show nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of alludes to it because in the game, the dude is in the town by himself, and then you find his letter from another guy, from a whole different man, and the letter kind of sounds kind of like it's kind of like a shaky letter, like the way he was wording the shit in the letter to the other guy. But they don't show shit. Like you don't see nothing. Like there's no interaction, no shit like that. And then you going throughout the game or whatever, right? But on the show, when they try to redo the story, bruh, they did a whole fucking episode and took that one little fucking storyline in the game and made a whole episode about this shit. And it's like, oh, we want to do the backstory. We want to show how these guys met, and you showing all this shit in the fucking show. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you put that in the show? And it's like you purposely did that and expounded on it for what? And the show would have been perfectly fine without that shit. You could have did all the episodes and covered all the other storylines that you wanted to cover in that shit, but you wanted to cover that part and did a whole episode on that shit. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, they
Because
do that a
even in
lot
the
with
game,
books too.
yeah, they do that. And because look, even in the game, I ain't gonna lie, part of the storyline does have that element to it because there's a female protagonist in the game that you play with throughout the game. He has a relationship with another female in the game. You see what I'm saying? So you actually see this in the game of, of that. They don't, well, in the second game, they actually do. That's what I'm saying. They put this shit in video games too. And it's children that play these video games. That's my whole point I'm trying to make of saying all this shit. It's like,
Right.
what's the
There's
point of
the
that?
agenda. The agenda is real.
Right. Now, granted, the game is rated mature, so it's for an adult audience, you know what I mean? But of course, we know children are going to get their hands on shit like that. Whether they be like, "Oh no, don't let your kid play video game," man. People, parents, not to fault the parents. Either way, the kids is going to get access to playing these type of games. You can limit it. I mean, I know some parents do know that if you have your child has an Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, you can go into that shit and put a rating on it that it won't even play any game that's considered as mature. Like it won't even play it. Download it, try to get the game from their friend and put it in. It just won't play it. But you could
Mhm.
put a password on it to where your kid will have limited access to the games that they can play. And I think a lot of parents be falling short on that, you know what I'm saying, when they do buy their sons or even their daughters, because it's women, I mean, it's little girls play video games and they buy them the system and then they don't do on it. Same thing with cell phones. Because, you know, as a parent, if you it don't even no matter if they got Android, Apple, whatever, you can limit what your child can do on that device. Because I know when I set up my daughter
Absolutely.
shit, I make sure I limit it to where her YouTube is limited to kids YouTube. So the only things that she can search for and it's going to be anything related to kid shit. Even though they do be slipping shit in there, they be slipping some adult type shit on some of these kids kid things that you think is just only for kids, but then you start looking at it and like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, it should be some weird shit going on with the media these days and what they be showing our children. So you gotta really pay um because like my daughter, when she come to me, she say certain shit, and I know that it's something they talk to me with, and then she'll say it, and I'm like, where did you get that from? And then it's like it's really on what she's watching. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So she's getting influenced, and it's my fault kinda as a parent, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not, but I don't want to be a controlling ass dad, like, oh, you better not watch this, you better not watch that. So I just try to talk to her, get her to understand that, okay, this don't take this and be like, I have to be like this. She used to always ask me for all of the shit that she seen, the little girl on the show she watching that she have, and you asking me for all this weird shit. I mean, one time I had to think about, like, man, look, you gonna have to start watching that shit, ask for this shit, because I went and bought this fucking retard. I mean, this, I don't know what the fuck it was, but I spent like $100 on this bullshit, and it happened one time, and it was like supposed to been a toy, and then, oh yeah, I seen it on the show, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? I just wasted $100 on this bullshit
Mm-hmm.
because you seen it somewhere. Like, I'm thinking this shit was something different. Like, I don't know, fuck all that. They influencing fuck out of our kids, y'all. I'm telling you.
They really do.
I'm telling you, they ask for, and which I was influenced as a child. I mean, so I get it because I remember watching cartoons on Saturday and the little toy commercials that they would play, and I see the shit and be like, oh man, I want that remote control car. I want that action hero figure,
Yeah,
whatever.
but
You know what I'm saying? So
it was different, you know,
it
when we were
was,
coming up.
now children are being influenced by other children. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
before it was just commercials, which we still being influenced by kids. Because if you think about it, on all of those commercials, it was always some little kid that was relatable. You seeing playing with the toy, and you like, oh man, I want to be that kid playing with the toy.
That's very
So
true.
yeah, I get it. You see what I'm saying? I get it. It's a marketing tool that we be influenced visually and by audio, because like when you hearing it and you seeing it, it's like it makes you want to have that same effect or feeling that you see that person on the commercial having. So it's a good method. You just have to be mentally strong enough to be like, if I want it, then okay, but I don't necessarily be influenced to be like, all right, but you still being influenced because they showing it to you and you exposed to it. Then you make a decision: do you want it or do you not want it? The oldest thing in the
Absolutely.
book. He gave us the ability to have freedom of choice. Um, what's it called? Free will. We have free will to do what we want and make decisions that we want. And at the end of the day, it's up to us to make that decision. So we have to live with the consequence on making that decision.
That's very true.
Hence hence where people come like, don't play victim, because if you're making certain decisions and something happens to you, then you can't play victim. But now, if you aren't making certain decisions and you just going throughout your merry day, and you just not even thinking about something, and then something comes to you and happens, and somebody points a gun in your face or do what I mean? You're a victim. That's
That's
considered as a victim because you didn't cause that. You didn't cause the situation to happen to you, and it's something that's happening to you. Someone's attacking you. Now you're a victim. But then if you're not doing that, I mean, if that's not what's happening, and you actually are doing shit, you ain't no motherfucking victim.
that's true. I mean, life is all about cause and effect. You know, if you put certain causes
Hmm.
out there, the universe is always listening and it responds in kind. You
That's a
know,
fact. Is a fact. I would have had to agree. Um, as like I was talking about, was it my last live? It was like it was talking about the energy. Um, it never stops. So the energy you put out there, it circle around, come right back to you. Called
very
karma.
true. Karma is realness,
They,
absolute,
they
and it
call
has
it
everybody
karma.
their address.
That's crazy because I want to know where that name came from. I mean, I know a little bit, but I don't know it in depth. And why do they call it karma? Was it a person named Karma, a woman named Karma? Because they used to have a god for everything. Shout out to Rumorville in the building. God for everything, y'all. What they used to. They in the chat going crazy. Shout out to the chat. And
I'm sitting here, I'm on my phone and I'm on my computer and I'm reading the chat and
yeah, they going crazy in the chat right now. Yeah, shout out to the chat, man.
the view is
I got
different from here.
it's 2024, man. We got to get it together now. I'm gonna need for keep the change in 27. Y'all need to well, you know what? Let me shut up. I ain't gonna say all that. But look, in my opinion, I feel like you ladies should just agree to disagree. Can't we leave it there? Can't y'all just agree to agree? Ignore each other. Or oh, you know what? I take it back because she did say one. I think one of them said they had the other one blocked. It's just that when they go in chats and one is a mod, then they gonna see each other. God damn. I know, and I'm not trying to get y'all too fuck with each other because I wouldn't be that type of person. Be like, okay, just because I'm cool with both of y'all, then y'all need to be cool. That ain't me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just be like, damn, this is wishful thinking. Like, damn, I wish I could just, you know, much. You know what I'm saying? Just agree to disagree. Damn,
Yeah,
and
we have serious issues going on, like Kobe can't even put a middle finger in the chat. That's a problem.
you said Kobe can't put a middle finger in the chat.
It disappears.
Damn, damn. Hold on, let me see, cause I'm looking at the chat. It's going crazy. I'm looking at it through StreamYard. I'm not looking at it through YouTube. But shout out to the chat though. But nobody that's what's up though. Y'all ain't timing each other out or nothing. Hey yo, that's another thing, man. Why the fuck do these damn mods and KB shit be tripping? I seen that shit, Roll Rich. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I seen that shit. Real time. When it happened.
What
When
you talking about?
when you and it's crazy how shit be happening too. Cause like I said, I don't even watch KB, but I just so happen to click on because somebody either it popped up on my timeline and I seen it real time when you had commented and was like, yo, how was I disrespectful? And you was just like, yo, I made drops that people be asking for, blah blah blah. And then that's when Ahmad had it was like, yo, somebody hit the link. And then I didn't see your they took all your shit disappeared. Like they
Yeah, he
blocked you.
said if
I
I
don't know if
don't
they
hit the
blocked you,
link,
but they timed you out or
he's
something.
he said if I don't hit the link, he gonna time me out. And I did write again before he timed me out, and I said I don't give a fuck. I don't be watching this shit no way, nigga.
See, I didn't see
So
that.
I
See,
got my answer. I was like, I
yeah,
got my answer. He said,
I
because I'm
had
disrespectful.
I had
I asked
left.
one question. Bitch ass niggas.
Yeah,
Let them niggas fuck them
yeah,
niggas. They not never
yeah.
gonna give me that they link, nigga.
But you didn't even say nothing disrespectful though, in my opinion, from what I seen. Like I say, when I clicked on it and this shit, and then I just happened to see where
The
you
reason why
typed.
I asked that question is because when you was live, So Fly was live and he was on her panel. And she was, remember I gave you the drop and you played the drop. I went to Johnny Blaze shit and
Right.
paid him a couple dollars and he played the drop. Then I went and to SoFly and told her, "Lil yo, SoFly, I just put out the drop. You should check it out." She like, all right, no problem. And she started like shouting me out. And the nigga Kwame Brown ain't like that shit, nigga. He said she was gonna get DP'd for that shit.
You said I think YouTube doesn't want profanity in the chats anymore. That's a fact, Mr. Troll. And see,
That's a
that's
fact.
why
They be blocking my shit.
I always been that way where I try to like edit my own curse words and not use certain curse words. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't spell it out like spell it out. You know what I mean? Or if you try to spell it too close, they might block it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got their own little guidelines beyond the mods because some if you turn it on, comments that might be deemed inappropriate, it'll come up for
Do you
review.
hear that
So you
beeping?
can easily hit. Yeah, I hear it. I don't think it's me. I think it's Roll Rich. Yeah, that's Roll Rich.
I was parking. Sorry, I tried to mute my shit. I
No,
thought I pressed the button.
no, you good. You good. You good. But yeah, they be editing them shits they self, even though it'll have like hide or show where you can review it to see, okay, is it that bad? And then you can show it. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like it ain't that bad, you can show it. But then if YouTube it too bad, I guess they'll take it out. I guess I don't know, because they monitoring the moderators in a sense. They just monitoring the channels with a bot. That's why I don't even understand why some of these motherfuckers be putting those trigger words. Like you got sensitive ass niggas like KB. He got trigger words, so when you go live, if you even type a certain word, it's gonna automatically delete it. Like it's not even gonna show up in the chat because you can have a list of words that no matter what the sentence is, if it has that one word in it, it's not gonna show any of it.
And fuck them niggas. Them niggas they want shit one way. They want shit one way. Shit don't go one way, nigga.
That's a
Fuck
fact.
is wrong with them?
That's a fact. They just want the shit to go their way. You know the old saying, "My way or the highway." The nigga gonna feel like he the A side, especially over here on YouTube. He can't pull that off nowhere else. He can't go to no fucking venue and be like, I'm the A side. You gotta let me in first. You know, I get the entrance. Nah, nigga, you fucking Z ass list celebrity ass nigga. I might know you. You ain't getting booked
It
for no
don't even.
club. You ain't
It's crazy because it ain't even
no
about
speakers.
celebrity. It's just more with me. It's like intellect, my nigga. You ain't smarter than me, bro. Like
Okay.
like I really.
If we getting into this sector shit, I'm dropping down. I ain't interested in talking about this bullshit. No,
Yeah,
nothing
fuck that
getting
My
nigga.
down,
bad,
but
Trey Spector.
I don't want to hear about this. I thought we were talking
I feel
about
you. I
what's
feel
in
you.
store for 2024.
Yeah, she's right. She's
It's
right.
like let
Roll
them
it.
do them, and we do
She's
us.
right. She right. She right. In my opinion, she's right. Should stay on what's in store for 2024. Like you said, doing us and not worry about what the fuck they got going on and that shit, or nobody else for that matter. Other than
There's
worrying
no.
about what affects us as a whole, which would be government based,
I mean,
events that might be happening.
I'm sorry.
Like
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
No, I
I'm
was just
saying
about to say,
even if it's YouTube, there's enough people in this particular sector that whatever they doing over there, let them
let them
do it.
do it.
You
Right.
guys are content creators, and you're doing your own thing. Like the other night, the show that Pro had, where people
That was
from all
dope.
over the sector is coming together, and having a good time. KB and them, they're gonna do what they do.
That's a
And
fact.
like, you can't just keep feeding, into certain things and worry. I'm really not worried about what they do because when I left and I left for a reason. I didn't like how they were moving, so I kept it moving. But they're gonna say what they're gonna
I
say
feel you.
because they don't want to see you guys prosper.
But that's crazy. With that thing, like his people don't even understand how that's a contradiction in itself. Because if they go back, well, they can't go back and look at it. I think he's a where he put him in private or deleted them. His old lives where
Right.
he was saying, "Well, I just came to feed everybody. I'm feeding the YouTube streets and blah
We
blah
not
blah."
hungry. We not hungry. We don't want it.
Exactly.
But
And
no, he
that
changed
We
up from
don't
that
want it.
initially.
that
So,
is,
but
you and I have been rocking in these chats for a minute. So
right
I'm
for a
happy that you
while,
started going live. I think it's a good look. So we've seen every iteration of everything they're doing over there, and it's corny.
that's a fact. You're right. You're right. Because then you just focus on doing your own content, and especially if you could do a whole live and don't even mention anything dealing with the sector. Whatever your numbers is gonna be is what your numbers are gonna be. But if you just focus on that, then you know.
No,
I,
now I'm
Hey
sorry.
yo,
Let me just correct that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that. I mean, I'll participate if y'all got jokes. I'm gonna laugh.
Who don't got jokes for that nigga? Every time
You
you
know?
talk about Kwame, you can crack a
So
goddamn joke. This
Hey
nigga is
yo,
a walking punchline. Like,
exactly. I'm just saying that, there's
eh,
certain things that, I just don't participate in, or certain panels I don't even want to be a part of. And him
I
being one of,
feel
uh,
the
yo,
King
this
Stone
sector
I,
is
Malone
weird,
nigga
right?
in the building.
Like I'll go live and I'll talk about like the Wabbits and us and like what I'm doing and play my drops and shit. And that shit don't get that much views. I got a video that I did. I went live, but I took all the comments off because it was a live I did about DJ Envy and shit like that. That's my most viewed video. It didn't have no commentary. It was just me doing my little thing, delivering my little message, reading my little story. And that shit got more views than I get over here, son. I mean,
so what is your lives like when you're doing your content? You're talking about the webbies, but it's in correlation to what's going on with the other people, though, right?
some of them like Ronald on Sis panel one day. Um, I did Miss 504 and the chicken. Yeah, sometimes it's some of these niggas, but it's never Kwame Brown. It's
Right.
never that nigga.
Yeah. And even like with what's going on with Sis and Kwame now, you know, he literally started that.
Pretty much. Pretty
You
much, but
know?
he convinces people that he didn't. So they're going around
Exactly.
spreading the narrative that he didn't start it, that he only and that shit. I don't even really want to get into it because that shit do piss me
Right.
off.
But
This
we
motherfucker,
know better. So like
he's
him
like,
roasting
oh,
him is
he's just
hilarious to me.
responding. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, this
Hey,
nigga.
yo, it's crazy because how could you deny it when you look at this nigga page and you see the fucking thumbnail with Sis and Tommy, then you see the thumbnail with Ronald, then you see the next thumbnail with Sis, then he reused that thumbnail again. Like, nigga, all of these thumbnails come before Sis start killing this nigga. Like, look at the
Yeah,
dates on the
but
fucking stupid ass thumbnails. These
but
niggas is just
the thing of it is, I know that there's a lot of people, in this chat. We all been chatting for a few years now, so we've seen this. We've seen this before.
That's a
This the
fact.
same iteration, and then even some of the people that are still over there, they know better. You could sit there and view this stuff through blinders, but not even to say they know better, because people have the option to make whatever choice they want to make. But all this stuff they're saying, a lot of those people know better, or they know what was happening before. And a lot of times when I
Hmm.
would be over in Kwame's chat, I would go over there. Sometimes I didn't even know what the hell he was talking about, because we used to have so much fun in the chat, just cracking jokes and feeding off of each other. And that's what's been created over here.
Hmm.
So they
that's
can
why
say,
they want y'all back. That's why they want Sis to hit
well,
the link and shit like that. Because they know if Sis hit the link or one of us hit the link, that y'all gonna watch and y'all gonna be in the chat and the chat gonna be
uh,
entertaining
I
again.
won't.
Fuck
I'll
y'all.
probably.
No,
I,
no
I think
rabbits
you
in
got a
y'all chat.
point. I
I
think you
might
got a
watch.
good point.
But I mean, I won't participate in it. I mean, I still watch Kwame now, from time to time. So it's like I don't hate to do, but it's like I'm nobody's fool. I'm not gonna sit there if I don't appreciate someone's content, I don't watch it. Period. I don't care who follows who. I don't care who gets cool with who. If I ain't messing with you, I'm not messing with you. Like it's not a follow the leader situation with me.
Shout out to Miss Believe. What's going on, Miss Believe? I appreciate you coming through.
Hey, Miss Believe. Happy
Did I
New
miss?
Year,
I
y'all.
don't know if I missed it. If I missed you, I apologize. I appreciate you pulling up.
Yo, shout
But
out
you
to
got a
Pro
point of
901.
perspective. Oh yeah, Pro. What up, Pro? I think Pro was in here earlier too, though. He's just
I'm
coming
just saying
back.
that because I forgot to mention him earlier, so I gotta make up for that. You feel?
I feel you. But yeah, you make a valid point. Perspectives. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
don't
mean,
really matter who get
who am
cool
I?
with
I'm
who.
just a person in the audience consuming the content. You know, like
That's
I try to
that's what I
know.
got to get trying to do content
Hey, yo,
because
you know what it
that's
is?
what you ain't just
It's
subscribing.
like yo, imagine BET getting mad at you for watching VH1.
Exactly. But
Yeah,
YouTube is a humongous place. So, when I get tired, I'll take a break from YouTube while I'm on YouTube. If I get tired of what's going on in this sector, I take my ass all the way to the other side of YouTube. This is expansive. This is the World Wide Web. So we're not stuck in one particular area, but I support who I support. And I don't care what people say. It's like, oh, you're a follower. It's like, so what they're saying is that our lives wasn't complete before, like, we ran into Sis or whomever. Like, what were all these people doing, or what do they think we were doing before we started coming in these chats?
You
So when
see,
right.
they
they're
say
I
this is a
saying
know.
cult, that's so stupid to me, and I laugh at it. So I could call
this.
myself a wabbit, a escalator, a car type. I can call myself whatever the hell I want. At the end of the day, how does it affect my life offline? So when they
Right.
think they're saying something slick, I think it's humorous.
Yeah, I don't. You know what?
Perspective.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they saying that to you, but what they really mean is, why don't you come over here and chat with us?
Exactly. Exactly.
It
Exactly.
seems
They
that way.
miss you really. They like little kids. They lashing out, but they really fucking miss you on the inside. Like, why are you guys not over here telling those jokes over here and making us laugh over here? You know what I mean? And then they the butt of the joke too now. So they like, damn son, we could have been laughing at other people. Now they laughing at me.
Exactly.
Right.
So they act like people just, well, some people said they did just start coming on YouTube when they discovered Kwame. It's like I've had an account since 2008. You know, this
Right.
ain't, this
Well,
ain't nothing
you
new.
you started a year before me. My first account was 2009.
Yeah, so it's like, and it's, as far as interacting, sometimes I'll go and watch a movie. I'll be cleaning up my house and listen to a playlist. It's so many things to do on here. I don't get caught up in that, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And if I see something, and what I don't like is being lied to or somebody trying to brainwash me with some bullshit and I know better because I've witnessed it,
Right.
you know. And that's what happened with the situation, you know, with SIDS. It wasn't about everybody just following them. I literally saw what they did to them, the milk ticket and all those guys. And that's
That's
why,
a
like,
fact.
when old girl come around and whatnot, I don't even want to mention her name, but I just see all the fakery.
Hey, I still be seeing y'all motherfuckers get her that work in the chat though.
Yeah, on the days when I feel like it, I do. Some days I'm like,
Shout out to Queenie. I don't know where Queenie at right now, but shout out to her because she
mhm.
definitely be going in on every time she see her.
On her. You know that you were talking earlier about blocked words. You know that Ronald Jones is a blocked word in Queen's chat.
Hmm. Yeah, I know. I know. I remember when one of the last
Remember
times I was in her
that
chat,
day?
'cause I had got my shit got deleted, and I was like, God damn, what the fuck I do? Did I get timed out? It was one of them. I was like, damn, Nightbot ain't playing no games, boy. He's like, yo, you say that name in here, it's on site.
But for
Make
the
that
most
nigga know.
part, I like what you guys are doing. I be in these chats
Appreciate
laughing
that.
and joking and having, a good time. And sometimes, like even what you're doing on your platform, just having conversations, you know, it's nice and smooth.
Yeah, I can't do nothing else. I can't do nothing else. I ain't got no bells and whistles or nothing.
And you don't always need that either.
I
Everybody
can't
has
do
their
nothing else.
niche.
That's a fact. I gotta go get me a damn Ethernet cord, man. I was being lazy today. I ain't gonna buy none. But I do need to go get the Ethernet cord because my shit can run better than what it's running. Um, it's just that I'm on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they wilding in the chat.
Hmm. I want to say hit the link, but y'all can keep it in the chat. 'Cause I already know it's gonna be fireworks, boys. It's gonna be first.
I'm just gonna sit here with
Headshot
my
punch
teeth.
you in the face. Yo, Miss Eve don't give a fuck, boy. She wants to punch you in the face. Fuck all these words. Y'all wildin' though. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Trey Spectors. Shout out to Real Rich. Hope y'all was having a good Wednesday, man. It's halfway through the week.
I'm just up here
Um,
telling you, I don't be on no links. It's the longest I've
yeah, I
ever been on.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. We in the beginning of the year, so we got to get, me personally, I don't have New Year's resolutions. I just try to do better than I did the year before, and
Absolutely.
try to keep that same mentality throughout the year. And hopefully it goes that way.
I don't believe in resolutions. I believe it's New Year's evolutions. Every year you
Right,
evolve.
right. Fact,
You
fact.
know,
The evolution, New Year's evolutions. Um,
exactly.
because some people put faith in God. Some people put faith in man. I put faith in faith. If that makes sense.
Right. I
Like,
put faith in me.
right, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, all right, I know it's gonna be it's a balance to it. Because it's a balance to everything. So you have ups and downs. You have good moments, you have bad moments. And you just hope that your good moments outweigh bad moments. And if you can keep the good moments more than the bad moments, you'll be all right. Because when you start having a bunch of bad moments, that's when you go into a dark place, and you start finding yourself uh, either doing things or saying things that you normally wouldn't. And we kind of see that playing
Mhm.
out for certain people on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because if they
Mhm.
have just a series of bad events that happen, they're not trying to put themselves in a position to have better things to happen because of their energy that they're putting out. Then they'll continue to have bad things happen. But it's
Absolutely.
in the midst of that, it seems like it'll be a small amount of things that might happen good because it's just the balance of shit. I'm a big believer in the yin yang. Uh,
Absolutely. It's like
yeah,
I wake
so
up every day with gratitude in my attitude. So it's always a good day to
right,
have a good day. And I feel like I do well in life because I do right by people. And I'm not just talking about monetarily.
right.
You
Yeah,
know?
loyalty is one of those things that can give a person a sense of not how do I want to word it? Where it's like, like because like with the Japanese culture, they're big on loyalty and honor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you feel more of a complete person knowing that you can stand and that you stand for something, and that people can look at you and say, okay, this is a upstanding person, they're honorable and they're loyal. So it can give you a sense of um I don't even think of the word I'm looking for, but it give you a sense of like, damn, it's worth it. Like,
All right, a
instead of
sense of
like,
accomplishment.
right, thank you. That's an excellent word in that
Hmm.
situation. A sense of accomplishment, because then you don't be in a negative place. You'll be a more positive person, because you know that um you can stand on what you say, and people can believe what you say. Because one thing, like I say, on this app and just in life in general, you don't want to be looked at as a liar. With people looking at you as a liar and shit. So I'm big on that myself. Because like I say, I like people that are transparent, that's honest, that can be honest with you. Um, Even in a situation where you might think they're gonna lie. So that'd be the test right there, because you be like, yo, this motherfucker gonna lie. Let me see if they're gonna lie in this situation. But then they tell the truth, and they really didn't even have to.
That's true. And
Which
it's not about hating, you know.
shout out to Roll Rich.
Although Rich dropped off, but it's not about,
Yeah,
it's not a matter of hating. Sometimes when you're brutally honest with people, it comes across as you just hating on me. It's like, well, first of all, I'm not going to give my opinion. If you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to give you my honest opinion.
opinion, right.
Now, you may not like what I have to say, but I'm going to try and be as diplomatic as I possibly can, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to give you my honest assessment if you ask me about a particular situation. Let me put it like that.
Hmm. And see, that's another thing I think. Like how you just touched on, saying that people will take someone's opinion or their overall look on something as hating. But I think people get confused on what actually hating is, because this is just my opinion, but to me, hating is if is where like a person is doing things or they're doing something that I wish that I could do. So I talk down on what they're doing because I wish that I could be doing it. To me, that's hating. But now,
Right.
if I'm giving an honest assessment of a situation, and like example, I had a homeboy that asked me, and it's just like a small example of I don't think this was hating, but he called it hating. He asked me, "What do you think of this radio?" He just got a new radio on his car. He said, "What do you think of this radio?" I said, "I don't like it." Now, I'm being honest. I didn't like the radio. It wasn't me
Right.
hating. I just don't fucking like it. You see what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have went that way, and I mean I wouldn't have bought that radio. But then like I told him, like, yo, this is cool for you. If this is something that you wanted, that's fine. But I wouldn't have bought this. You asking me my opinion, and I'm giving it to you. But then you tell people, oh, you hate, I'm hating. How? How the fuck am I hating, my nigga? Now, if I had just got in your car and been like, damn, this fucking radio ugly as fuck, man. This old ugly ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this whack
Raggedy
ass shit
ass
you
piece
got
of
in
shit.
here, that's hating because you didn't ask me for my opinion. You didn't say, yo, what do you think it is? And
Right.
I just get in and start telling you what I think of it, then that can be perceived as hating. But if you ask me what my opinion of it is, and I tell you my honest opinion, and then you say that's hating, that's crazy. I'm not gonna say anybody
Right.
is hating. If I ask your opinion, if I say, yo, what do you think of this? And then you give me your honest opinion, and it could be something I could be perceived as, damn, I didn't want to hear that, but at least they being honest with me and I can respect it. You see what I'm saying? Damn, um, they didn't say something that make me feel good about it, but I respect them being honest with me.
Absolutely.
That ain't hating. But people will call that hating up here, cause they'll be like, "You got something to say? You just hating." I'm like,
Because they
no.
lack the ability to comprehend. It's like, don't ask me my opinion because I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I won't always volunteer my opinion, but if you ask, I'm going to be honest with you.
But see, that's the thing with YouTube is I don't have to wait for you to ask me what's my opinion on certain situations because being there on the platform and everybody be like, well, everything is content. This is content. Everything's content. So that
Hmm.
means anything that is said, done, whatever on YouTube can be spoke about. And
Absolutely.
if a person want to say that that's hating, then they don't really know what this is all about. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you're like Kwame, he bugged me out with all of this. Don't talk about me shit, and it's not just him. It's other content creators don't like to be talked
Hmm.
about. Um, comes
Right.
with it.
Well,
It's
you're
comes
right
with the
about that.
territory.
Like I'm saying, like what I was saying is just in general, just dealing with someone one on one. Now, if you do something in the public sphere, people have a right to speak on it,
Right, whether you
and I will.
not. You know what I'm saying? Like whether you ask for their opinion or not, they can speak on it. And if you perceive to be a celebrity or not. See, that's the thing where
Right.
most motherfuckers got it fucked up. Like, oh, just you only speaking on it because I'm a celebrity. No, nigga, I'm speaking on it because it happened on YouTube, motherfucker.
Right.
Like,
Exactly. Exactly. But by the same token, I'm not gonna just make up some shit. If I see you doing something, and and if I see you doing something and I don't agree with how you moving, I'm gonna speak on it if I feel like it. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. I mean, you can get up and call me all out of my name and all that shit, but I'm still. That's not gonna change my opinion.
facts.
And
Shout out to Shane
if
Rock.
I feel like it, I mean, if you go too far, I might jump on a lead and cut your ass out. But for the most part, probably not. I probably just laugh at you because
Nah, you don't be hitting
all
links
up
like that.
in
I
your
seen you hit
feelings.
links before, but you don't be hitting links like that.
Nah, not like
Nah,
that. Unless I have something to say or I feel like I have something to contribute to a conversation. You know?
conversation, right? Shout out to Flip phone in the building. What up, Flip?
For the most part, I'm boring on a damn panel. You know?
Me too, me too. That's why I was like, y'all was saying I need to hit more panels and shit, but I guess I'm not really a panel person. I could be. I mean, I can give my 2 cent here and there. Um, I don't know,
Right.
because I don't want to be perceived as a person that's just going from panel to panel and sitting on panels and all this other shit.
Right. And I mean, I
And she's
enjoy the conversations that take place on panels, even, you know, even if it gets a little wild. Sometimes I enjoy it, but you know what I always have the option to do?
click off,
Exactly. And
close the app
sometimes
out.
I exercise that option or
You ain't even
turn my
gotta
volume
announce it.
all the way down.
Yeah. Well, you ain't even gotta announce it, y'all. You can just click the fuck off
Exactly.
and do something else. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then come back when you're ready.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it.
Hmm. Don't even have to announce it. I guess some people feel like they got to. I guess I don't know, but you ain't got to announce it to me.
That's how, like, on Facebook, people unfriending you. It's like, or Instagram or whatever, any other app. I unfollowed you. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice.
I
Did
didn't
you?
even notice. Why did you even tell me? Like shit, we could have kept it like
Exactly.
that.
Like, oh, word.
Like we could have just kept it like that.
Or
Yeah.
you get a friend request and like, damn, I didn't even know we weren't friends anymore.
Just like it is kind of funny when I have seen this happen on YouTube, right? Someone will come back into a content creator's chat that they unsubscribe from just to tell them that they unsubscribe. I unsubscribed from your channel, but I just wanted to type and tell you that right quick. It's like,
It's like,
okay,
okay.
did you have to tell me that?
Good to see you again. See you next time.
They felt compelled to motherfucking type that shit. Well, people be getting their feelings up here, yo. I can't stand your ass. Which I'm guilty of it. I ain't gonna say like to that extent, but I when people display a certain personality or the behavior up here, and just like I say, I'm not free from this neither. I'm not exempt from what I'm about to say. But people have the right to either say, okay, I like this, I don't like this, I don't care about this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if they do come across it and they see it, they might just be like thinking, I can't stand this motherfucker. I don't like this motherfucker.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just human nature, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Hmm.
know I know people can relate to just having a presence of someone come around you and you just be looking at them like, man, fuck.
Energy just way off.
Like,
Like, no, I'll pass.
yeah, yeah, I pass this motherfucker right here. Yeah, they just, I don't know. Only something about them, you know what I'm saying? They vibe.
Exactly. But if I
And it
support
happens on
someone,
YouTube because,
exactly. Just like, well, ultimately, we are human beings behind these avatars, these screen names, and all that stuff. So, part of our
mhm.
personalities are very
Unless
much
it's
so
actually
on
a
here.
bot.
Everybody's not acting.
Hey, but Trey, what's so crazy though? We living in a time where it's a little different. We know that you are a real person behind your avatar. I'm a real person behind my avatar, and we talk to a lot of people that are real people behind their avatar. But the reality is that we live in a time that there are actual AI bots that can pretend to interact with you as if it's a human being. And sometimes it can get blurred because
Oh,
you really don't know.
absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Just like they done got so advanced with having AI try to mimic what a real human would say back and forth. Because it used to be real sketchy when they first started. Like this technology came out, where you can kind of tell. It's like the responses kind of get repetitive, or it's like the way they worded certain sentences. You could tell that it wasn't a human. But now they ain't got so advanced that the human can kind of adapt to the questions that you're asking it or that you're saying. Like if you having a back and forth conversation dialogue, they can kind of dictate what their response is going to be based off of what you're saying to it. And I'm saying all of this to say it's
Hmm.
probably a way that they're actually putting them in these YouTube chats now.
Oh,
I
I
don't
can
know.
believe that.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
can believe that. That's just like when you call and you're trying to, take care of your business, and you got to talk to a computer before you can get to a human being.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more common now with all of these like customer service companies and just any type of
Absolutely.
shit, even just like a regular old, like you're just trying to call a regular store or something like that. You're gonna get an automated response first. and then it'll say, okay, do you need me to direct this call to the sales department or whatever it is you're trying to call to an automated voice first, and then maybe a human. Because like
Maybe,
if you need customer service, yeah, maybe. Because like customer service, me, I always I just start hitting zero. Because if I don't
right?
want to deal with the automated system, take me straight to an operator that's going to actually be a human and take me there. Because
Absolutely. So,
usually
sometimes,
you can get what you need done doing that.
sometimes, Saturdays, I find myself yelling at the damn computer trying to get to a human. I can
Right.
help you
I
with
done
that.
had that
Like,
happen.
I
I'm
don't
yelling at
want
the
your
phone like, yeah,
help.
motherfucker. Yeah, just because you can't help me with my problem. Like you talking something. Please, could you word that a different way? Like, man, motherfucker, just customer service. Be mad as hell. But
Yelling
yeah,
in the
that's
phone,
and,
representative.
and look, and that's another good thing that people can go into right now. The people that might be looking for work. I know customer service is big, where
Yeah.
they're needing people to take calls and handle certain shit. Um,
Hmm.
so if people is looking for work and shit, that could be an avenue to go if you
Thaddeus,
ain't got.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Trace Factor. But that could be something y'all could get into if you ain't got means of transportation like that, or if you just don't want to travel for work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be kind of not a people's person, but you have to be able to speak and maintain your attitude so you can't handle bad temper. Um, don't mean you gotta try to put on another personality, but you can't be all speaking with slang and stuff like that. It's possible. Y'all still wilding in the chat. You said reading matters. Yes, it does. From Johnny Blaze. Reading does matter. Y'all still going back and forth in the chat. Shout out to the chat, man. Um, Shout out to everybody that's in the bushes just listening, watching. I appreciate you, me pulling up, listening to you boys just ramble about pretty much anything and nothing at the same time. Um, how long I been live? An hour, 2 hours? I ain't gonna make it too much longer. I'm rocking out. I'm rocking out for a little bit. Um, I'm
You can at
chilling.
least stay live to 10:59.
Yeah, well, yeah, cause Sis got his shit set for 11.
I
Um,
probably won't be up long beyond that anyway.
yeah, yeah. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Yeah, it's gonna be lit tomorrow. Yo, this year gonna start off. I think we just starting off pretty good. My first live was kind of choppy, cause I got my
Hmm.
first copyright. I
No, but
gotta go
you're
edit
doing your
this shit.
thing, Thaddeus.
No,
Honestly, you're doing your thing. You found
I
your niche.
appreciate that.
Like I said, just simple conversation. Somebody else need to come and hit this link because
No, you
shit,
good. You want to drop down, Trace Spector? That's
my
fine.
ass is boring. I just
No,
came up
you
to
good.
chit
You
chat.
not. No, you're not boring. You might think because I be thinking I'm boring too, and I'm probably am. But you know what I'm saying. To somebody, I might. I mean, some people I am boring. They're like, you don't be
Right.
talking
I
about
just prefer to have real dialogue.
right, and I can appreciate that. Instead of just always it being about this drama, that drama, this was said, that was said. Um, Sometimes it is good just to have conversations, people giving their opinions and thoughts on things. Um,
Hmm.
Everything doesn't have to be a world changing conversation, if that makes sense. Because I get people
Exactly.
be like, they be like, well, okay, what is you doing? Are you building? And then you are building in a sense because um like-minded people tend to build better together versus people that have opposing. And I get it, we still
Hmm.
supposed to include even people with opposing opinion. I do because I mean, like I want people with opposing opinions to be in my chat to hit the link. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be like, oh, everybody has to be on the same accord and think the same just because we're like-minded. You know what I'm saying? But my point I'm trying to make is you do tend to be more of a have a camaraderie and want to build together if you are more like-minded versus have opposing views on things. Because usually
Absolutely.
yeah, because usually when you have opposing views on things, you tend to be at odds because you bickering about this, about that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this ain't supposed to go this way, this supposed to go that way, and this ain't happen, this happened. It's like you just steady bickering, and that's where all that drama comes in, where you have that energy. I don't want to keep naming names, but you know what I'm saying? You have certain people from uh that's what they do. If you actually went back and watched their content, majority of the content is either playing someone else's, listening to it, critiquing it, and being negative towards it, not even reinforcing it with positive feedback. They just be negative about it. I think that's one thing I do want to do. I want to start going over lives and being positive about the review or reaction, not just going over a live where something negative happened, but going over lives or videos where something positive happened, having positive feedback about it, having positive dialogue about it, not just always, oh well, this person shouldn't have said this and this person shouldn't have said that, and they should have said this to him, and you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it does get like
Redundant.
Trace Spector said, yeah, it gets redundant. So it's like on that. So
Well, now
trying to
let me
balance
just
it.
clarify. Don't get me wrong. It's like I'm not trying to come up here like, oh, you can't talk about. Well, I can't tell you
Right,
what to do anyway. Not that I'm not willing to engage in the dialogue, but there's like so many things. Like we're touching on so many different topics now, and it's refreshing.
right. No, I definitely understand. I definitely understand where you're coming from because um I'm like that myself. If it's a content creator that I am kind of fond of their content and I do like the way they present their channel and everything, but then if they do get to talking about a certain subject or person or something and it's kind of repetitive to me at that point, I will tune out and check
Right.
in periodically to see, okay, did you change it up? I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
care. I don't care if you talk about that particular thing, but just don't make it a point where it's like that's what you're focusing on predominantly of your however long you're gonna do your show. If your show is
Exactly.
an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, try to diversify it where it's like you doing different shit in that particular time frame versus just one particular thing. Unless it is one of those lives that is focused on one particular subject. That's understandable.
Right. Right.
Shout out to Jamie Jews in the building.
Right. So I don't want to act like I'm so above that shit. I'm for the foolery. Don't get me wrong. I love a good joke.
Right.
And I got jokes. You
But
know.
but it gets repetitive
Mm-hmm.
and like how people saying a lot of this shit want to leave in 2023. Um that's why I ain't gonna lie. I did want keep the change and 27 to get on a live together, not if not mine, some live, whatever live that y'all in the same chat. Hit the link, have a conversation as women. As who was it that sang that song? Was it Betty Wright? Woman to woman?
Uh-huh.
It was Betty
That's
Wright,
probably
right? My
not a
mom was a
good
big Betty Wright
analogy
fan.
because the premise
But
behind
you,
that
I don't,
song.
I know. But what I mean is like just have the conversation. Which you're right, it's a bad analogy. Um, but it seemed like they throwing because the success didn't want you, and this motherfucker didn't want you. I'm like, how can we just all get along, please,
I'm
ladies?
reading the chat though. I'm cracking
Please.
up.
Yeah. I'm peeping in you like, ah, damn, get it together.
Yeah, I'm
But
trying
yeah,
to stay up here and keep you occupied.
no, you good, you good, you good, you good. Shout out to Trey Spector rocking out with me for a little bit. Nah, I mean, cause shit, I could take it anyway. I can talk about anything. I can try to, and I think that's one thing about your titles is you can't always try to direct it back to your title.
Right.
If you ever get into a point where it's like, damn, I don't even know what to fucking say next, then just dive into your title and be like, oh, okay, well, what we were talking about right now is, you know,
But
I think
shoot, I
that's it.
knew that, like, a lot of the stuff that's going on, like switching back to this sector, I knew that shit wasn't gonna stop. It's like the year changing don't change, the issues that you may
It's just
have.
good to say, right?
It's like,
It's just something nice to say.
Yeah, sounds good in
knowing damn well
theory.
they're gonna talk about that same shit in
Exactly.
next few days.
So I
But
had no
yeah, they were saying this
expectations.
shit. They were saying this shit on like December 30th, December 31st. Like, yeah, we're gonna keep
Uh,
the everything going on. We're just gonna stay in
it's
23,
the same shit
24
they
is a
said
new
last
year,
year.
new blah 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 blah. Soon as it's 12 and they got good into the morning hours. It's like, you know what, man, fuck that motherfucker. I heard that motherfucker talking that shit. Hey, 24 with that same shit. That same shit. But yeah, it is what it is, man. People complain about it. It's entertaining to some people. Floats your boat. Like I say, and it's the choice because it's YouTube. Because people kill me with this, like they don't have a choice to not tune in. You definitely have
Exactly.
a wide range of other content that you could watch versus what you watch. So why complain about it? Like
Hmm.
I don't understand this nigga to keep calling Sis complaining about the shit Sis doing, nigga. What the fuck is you watching and calling?
Exactly.
The
What are
only
you
way that
watching?
you can know the number is to watch to see the number on the fucking screen, my nigga. What the fuck is
Like
wrong
sitting
with
there
you, nigga? You
torturing himself. Like,
yourself, right? Like nigga, like you have to watch this. Nigga, what's wrong with you? You are insane. Like you don't even
like,
understand how insane you are. Like,
why
bruh,
do you
that's
keep
when you know
talking
you
about
crazy.
him? Ask yourself, why do you keep watching? Like, something wrong with you.
Keep watching. I know why I watch. You know what I mean? I know. Well, I can assume why other people watch because some of the
Hmm.
same reasons I watch. I get entertained. It's funny. Um,
Exactly.
sometimes informative. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a wide
And,
range of things.
and he's not sitting there lying on people, though. And that's the crazy
Mhm.
thing. You don't have to sit there and make up shit. It's like this is the content or the things that you put out in the public sphere. And I'm not saying it, just because it's his and I support him. But like you say, sometimes like-minded people, they gravitate toward each other.
Right. But I just don't understand why some of these people continuously call or watch. And
Getting
then, I mean, I
upset.
understand trolling. I understand trolling because sometimes trolling can be fun to people. Like they get a sense of enjoyment out of feeling like they upsetting someone else or ruining someone's day. Because if they say a certain thing, I guess they feel like they're ruining your day or pissing you off, or they get a sense of accomplishment by feeling like they're pissing you off. As far as content creators go, even with other subscribers, because you know how subscribers can get trolled. Anybody can get trolled. You know what I'm saying? And the ones what other reason would I can't think of any other reason other than they just think it's funny.
Right.
Like
And
they just
shoot,
they really going out there and laughing.
I've had people try to troll me in chats. I'm like, oh really? Shit, I got
I've
time
seen
today.
it. I've seen it. Trace Fagin.
Yeah. I
I've
have
had
fun
people
with it.
troll me in chats. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
Huh. What do you think
It
you're
all
gonna do?
depends on
Make
how
me
I feel
change
that
my
day.
screen name? What's that?
Right.
Sweet.
But
Like
it
you're
all
gonna get
depends because I ain't
upset
gonna say I'm
quicker than I am.
right. But look, I got a standard, right? I look down on certain trolls. If you ain't got no profile picture or you're not using your real name, you beneath me. So I don't even want to fucking troll with you. Like I'm not even gonna entertain your trolling because you ain't even got no
Right? It's
fucking
not even
picture.
fun.
Especially if you can't even hit the link and at least voice yourself. Like you might not want to show no picture, no shit like that. But if you couldn't even hit a link and voice yourself, I'm not gonna troll with you. I'll let you say whatever. I ain't gonna go back and forth with you because you ain't worth it. You beneath
Like
me, my nigga.
camera. Like I know what I look
Yeah.
like. Yeah. At my job. How come you don't have any pictures of your family up? I'm like, I know what they look like. Why do I
Mrs.
need them?
Troll said, "Be careful. You might have a gems dedicated." I swear, but them gems. There's so many gems. I can't even keep up with them, Mrs. Troll. You got a gems for everybody. Like, god damn. But it's a couple people that don't have a gems. You don't have a gems from Mr. Skinny. There's no gems from Kwame Brown anymore. The real gems killed that. You know what I'm saying? She went ahead and
Mhm.
changed that name because she was the first
Because
one with the name Gems from Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown
Mm-hmm.
channel. What and you know what it was? Gems from Kwame Brown's channel. I think she had channel on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Gems from Kwame Gems from Kwame Brown live streams.
Live.
It-
It was either live stream or channel or something like that. I knew it was something
Yeah,
added onto just not just Kwame Brown. It was gems from Kwame Brown something live stream channel. It was one of them.
yeah. And she would pull out, some of the I don't know about him dropping gems, but it was some things that I could be, I can agree with.
She made him like
Right.
she paid attention to the content. She watched the content. So some
Exactly.
things she could take away from it and be like, okay, this is a good thing that he's saying. So she could highlight that. So she did make Kwame look more like a better person than what he actually was. Because if you actually watch the whole life, like if you watch them in a row, like let's say if you went live on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's like you seeing different Kwames throughout the week. So if you only
Right.
caught like certain clips, you might think that that's what he is, and that's the perception you get of him.
Exactly. She
Versus
made
if
him
you
look
actually
good.
watch him, she made him look good.
Mm-hmm.
She put him in a good light. Um,
Exactly.
so it exposed him. She was getting subscribers. She had a large. She was reaching a large audience. First, fuck her subscribers. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? She was reaching a large audience because she was getting a lot of views on her videos. So it was bringing traffic to his channel.
Right.
And it kind of was Charleston White that for because he started talking shit. He kind of made Kwame kind of look at it a different way. I guess you know what I'm saying? Like
Right. Right.
you know what I mean? Like damn, you
Right.
got this. You got her getting all your fucking views, nigga. What the fuck is you doing?
Uh-huh.
And
You
nigga
know.
said, you know what? Let me hire this company, strike every fucking body. And he was fronting.
Mm.
Hey, look, y'all know he was fronting, right? When he was saying like, yeah, they just gonna be doing it to everybody, but just hit me up and I got you and I can get that off for you. He actually was lying.
Oh.
It's like it's like certain people he wanted to get struck, pretended like he
Mm-hmm.
did, pretended like he didn't want him to get struck, but he really did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was getting jealous of people getting more numbers than him on his own content
Exactly.
because he don't
Exactly.
because he don't know how to do YouTube. Shout out to Fats TV in the building. Keith Jackson, what up,
A
Keith
lot of
Jackson?
Hey, Fast TV, Courtney Peach,
Oh, Courtney Peach in
Jamie
the damn bad.
Jules.
Shout out to Courtney Peach. I mean, so it's as good as he used to be. Courtney, I need glasses and
It's
shit.
crazy being here.
Huh?
I said it's bugged out because I'm actually on my phone talking to you and I'm looking at my computer. I'm just running my daggone mouth. A whole lot of people came in. Somebody else
Mm-hmm.
needs to come hit this
Shout
link
out
with
to
Joe.
the chat.
Heck money, hit the link.
Heck Money Harlem. Heck Money Harlem in the event. Heck Money ain't hit a link in a while. Shout out to Heck Money. Said Hector. Who's calling you? What RJ calling him Hector?
Rhino. Uh-huh.
Hmm. That nigga hate everybody. Still, hey, look, he hit my link my last live, man. I ain't letting that nigga up. He gonna start acting like we cool and shit. Hey, yo. I just what's going on? I just want to hang out. Like, nigga, nah, nigga. What happened to you disrespecting my motherfucking family, nigga? Ain't what you said you gonna do when you hit the link, nigga?
Man, Ronald come up here. I'm getting down. I ain't talking to those silly ass Ronald.
Oh, nah, he ain't nothing. Hopefully, I don't talk this goddamn.
And I don't dislike Ronald, but I just don't want to be on a panel with deal with his foolishness.
Cause what it is, he always talking about speaker talk to devil. Some shit he'll say, but he already be ghost watching. Most of the time when he do that shit, he already ghost watching, and then if he hear his name, that's when he'll type in the chat.
Exactly. Hey,
Shit, I'm
Fast
always typing.
TV, we need to recruit you for the next rap battle. I'm part of
Yeah,
Pros
shout out to Fat
administration
Steve.
too.
I challenge you to Fat Steve. I challenge you to a duel. Nah, I'm bullshitting, bro. That nigga murk my ass. Made me, you embarrass me. Fuck all that. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that, bro. You ain't gonna embarrass me. Had motherfuckers talking about me behind the scenes. That nigga sad. That nigga was garbage. They
Them
be putting
stats,
fire
what say
emojis in the
you?
chat for me, everything. And then when they talk about everybody, be like, you know that nigga was garbage, yo. That nigga can't rap with for
No, they
fuck.
start throwing rocks and shit. Cheers.
Nah, I be like, yo, keep it 100 with me. Goddamn, I want the booze, I want the motherfucking tomatoes, all that shit. If my shit suck, go ahead and tell me my shit suck. Don't gaslight my shit. Have my shit be like, yeah, I'm killing it. Nah, that shit was garbage. He said y'all can write if y'all want. You can be they can't that can be a rule. That can be a rule. Y'all can write if you want. That can be a rule. Um Shit, I'm thinking why didn't they? Because if they saying, okay, we're gonna only really do this as a freestyle, like no written, you have to rap off the top of your head. Now that's a slippery slope because it's people that can write something and make it sound like a written. I mean, they can write something and make it sound like a freestyle. And it's people that can freestyle and make it sound like a written. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to tell the difference.
That's true. And I don't think that, I mean, it shouldn't be a requirement that you go off the top. If like those
Me
are your
neither.
words,
I don't think.
you
Yeah, I don't
know,
think that's the
too.
are that nice that you can freestyle it and make it sound then cool.
Exactly.
But if you can
But just make it
write
sound
it
good.
and make it sound like a yeah, just make it sound good, just like any other battle. That's how battle rap is. And it's kind of
Hmm.
better because you got the beat to it, pro. You're actually having them rap to a beat, and it kind of sounds better versus trying to actually do battles where it's like acapella and they just rapping. Because then it gets into the actual battle. I mean, it's different types of battle raps,
You-
but I don't go ahead.
Have you ever heard of this artist called Eric Roberson?
Eric Roberson. No,
He's
that
an
don't sound
R&B
familiar.
singer, but what he does is he does shows, right? And he'll get the audience
Hmm.
to like throw words at him, and he'll actually create a song right there on the spot. I've seen him live a few times.
Oh yeah,
We
I've
should do
seen somebody. I don't
something
know if
like
that it
that.
probably was him. It probably was him that I was
Hmm.
watching. I'm not sure, but I've seen somebody do that
Hmm.
where it's like they throwing you shit, and it's like because a
That's
real
probably Eric
freestyle, a motherfucker
Roberson.
can throw you a word, and you can start
Uh-huh.
rapping around that word, and then
Yeah,
or a subject, your word, something like that, to
yeah.
see if it's really a
So that would be
freestyle. Because if
fun.
it's real time, um, yeah,
And if
and
you,
because
it was
everybody's not
probably Eric
capable of actually
Roberson.
freestyling.
That's the only like singer that I've seen done that. I mean, like I said, I've seen him live do it.
But
He'll,
shout out to
you
Chase.
know,
Shout out to
hmm?
Real Chase Bank Gaming
Oh,
because he
Chase,
actually was freestyling. I can
absolutely.
tell
That
that
was
he was
fire.
really freestyling. Like he was coming off the top of his head. That wasn't written. Now he might have wrote something. I don't know, but just from my opinion, hearing it, I'm like, okay, some of it sounds straight freestyle. Like he's freestyling right now.
Uh-huh.
Like
Oh,
you know
that
what I'm
that live was
saying?
fire. I really enjoyed
Yeah, it
that
was.
thoroughly.
And shout out to the meal ticket. His shit was fire, but I could tell some of his shit was written though. I could tell it was
Yeah.
written.
When the meal ticket
Based
went and changed his
he came,
clothes, when Pro said you got to do something for the ladies, and he went and he wouldn't change his clothes.
I
That
think he
was cute.
freestyled that one though. He freestyled that one.
No, no, I'm talking
Um,
about the outfit
'Cause I don't.
change.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm talking about as far as rapping. I think he freestyled that one when they was rapping about the ladies and all that shit. I think all that was straight
Yeah,
freestyle. But
yeah,
when he was battling, I think he came prepared. He wrote some rounds because he's a battle rapper. So
yeah, exactly,
and it's a lot easy.
exactly.
It's a lot easier to write battle. I mean, write raps when you got music and you can write to a song because he had beats. He already had wrote raps too. You see what I'm saying? Like you sit there and just listen to it and you can write to it or whatever. Just keep repeating the
I
beat.
think he has a new
I used to rap
album dropping
long
soon
ago.
too. Hey, Pro,
Shout out to Pro 901 in the building.
What up? What up? What up, y'all? What's going on?
Chilling, man. Just
nothing.
chopping it up. What's good with you?
Man, shit, can't call it, bro. I'm doing the same thing. Sitting back, relaxing.
I know that's right.
Ain't shit
Trying to
going
start the
on.
year off right, man. That's it, man.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
starting
oh
you off on a
yeah.
positive note. You know what I'm saying? Keep that
That's a fact.
positivity going throughout the year. Feeling good. I'm all well rested and shit. I'm gonna be up for a while. I'm getting fucking hungry though. You know how you get munchies
Yeah,
after
man.
smoking?
We gonna have a lot more events coming up, bro, and we're gonna try to get them in early so we can strictly like kill 2024. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, the
So
Wab is
I've been
technically
reaching out
yeah,
to some people in
the
tech and
yeah the
got some
dragon.
stuff lined up.
That's what's up right there. The
Yep.
year
So meal ticket and Chase has been called out.
By King Kush.
Facts. King Kush called him out.
King Kush called both of them out.
King Kush rap. Nah, hey look, I see Jamie. Y'all saying can you
He say he
I can
say
see
he
Jamie good.
freestyle.
Jamie was in
He
here.
said
I
he
saw
know how to
her
freestyle.
when she came in earlier.
He say he know how to freestyle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't doubt that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he know how to freestyle.
Real Chase, you
I
heard
think I
that? You've
heard
been
him do it a
called
little bit
out.
before.
Chase said he better chill. Hey, we might actually do a battle where y'all can write. What's up?
I'm calling out
What y'all think about that?
Fats. You rap. I'm calling out
I
Fats. Me and
love
Fats
it.
gonna battle.
Yeah, Fast better stop running,
No
man. Y'all can
bullshit.
write y'all rhymes if y'all want to.
He said, please don't
Look,
nobody
he
call
said,
me
please
out. I'm
don't
calling you
nobody
out, Fats
call me
TV. We're gonna do a one. We're gonna do a one off. We're gonna do a one rounder. So that way you ain't gotta prepare much. Me neither. Prepare one round. Goddamn. It. You better put your all in that one round.
Fats Daddy is calling you out.
It's like I'm good. No, don't
out.
listen to Trace.
He
I'm
said, nah, I'm
bullshitting.
good.
I'm bullshitting. I get that bitch freeze up like B Rabbit.
God damn.
Yeah.
Don't
The
mute
whack
up
the
and
whack
start
look the
throwing
real
up, bro.
Miss Eve said she waiting on
look the
karaoke.
wabbits be cheering me on like the wabbits be cheering me on like yo Thad about to, you know what I'm saying? I get that bitch just
See
the beat just
the
keep
thing about
playing and y'all be like,
karaoke.
yo, you gonna rap?
See the thing about karaoke, we got to get enough participants.
Yeah. That'd be
We
kind of
gotta get
crazy
at
though if
least
you
five
pull it off.
participants to have a show.
Okay, I'll participate. So there you
I
go. You gotta
said
both participate.
I said I
Participate.
was participating. Miss E gonna
Uh,
participate.
Thaddeus, Miss Eve, Pro.
I'll do a karaoke. And I'm
I
a good
think
good
Yvonne
karaoke,
said she
but
was gonna participate.
Oh yeah.
I'll participate though.
Yvonne got
It's all good.
yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? You just turn your camera off and just sound crazy. So that way you don't look
Ain't
crazy.
nothing
You don't
wrong with
look
doing
and sound
karaoke,
crazy.
man.
You just sound crazy. Especially if you, because how you gonna do it? It's like a random song. You get to choose a song you're gonna do for karaoke. Cause that'd be fun if it's a random song. Because then you can throw people on the spot. Cause then you have to try to sing a random fucking song.
Nah, they can pick their songs. I wouldn't do nothing like
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, I'm doing rap. I ain't singing shit. Sounding
Well,
fucking crazy
I
as
could
the
do both,
goddamn
bro.
soundbite. I can't
I could
sing
do
or
both.
lick. Oh shit, we got an
And
echo.
I got an instrument, so I'm with
Yeah.
all the smoke when it comes to karaoke.
Oh, you got an instrument?
Oh yeah, bro. You know I got my own baritone.
Oh yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm saying thing about instrument. You say I got my own instrument. I'm like, you got your own instrumental? You got that too though.
Yeah, I got instrumentals all day.
I want to hear. I want to hear. Yeah, I want to hear Chase rap on this beat. I ain't never sent it to you before the battle, man. I want to hear them niggas rap on that shit.
I don't think Chase can
I can
rap
hear. What's up,
again.
Rachel Banks?
Wait a minute. I don't think Chase can rap again right now. I think the other day was a
Do
fluke.
I
I bet he
smell a
can't get up
challenge?
here and spit right
Do
now.
I do I smell a challenge? You say
Look, Cover
you
said
a
he'll
crunk
freestyle on
era
Crunk
dude?
Era.
On a crunk era, like some Lil John type beats.
Trillville.
Okay.
Little
Bro Chase,
Scrappy.
I bet you can't do it again.
Hold on, let me play the beat for him so he can get a feel for it. He be like, "Oh, I can spit on that." I want to hear you rap on this, Chase.
Yeah, hey, play that beat you talking about.
Yo, Chase got that he got that '90s New Orleans flow.
Yeah, that was fire.
He got this is just my opinion, but he got that Lil Wayne flow before Lil Wayne got with the East Coast niggas and started like really spitting metaphors like that. Cause Lil Wayne been rapping. He been had rapping skills, you know what I'm saying? Back when he was like 13, 14 years old. But you know, as the Cash Money grew and got bigger as a company, they started bringing in other artists to help the artists that was already on the label with their projects. You know what I'm saying? So you start to get outside
Yeah.
influence on your flow. Don't mean somebody actually wrote it for you, but you're getting outside influence on how you're writing now. Cause Lil Wayne always thought he was like one of the best rappers alive and shit. You know, he been nice. I remember an old DVD, cause that's how old I am. Back when they used to sell CDs with DVDs, like music DVDs or whatever, and they used to
Wait a
have
minute,
like
that is.
interviews and shit like
I'm
that.
s- that is. I'm
What up?
sorry. Wait a minute. Kobe knows that I'll freestyle on some crunk era beats.
Yeah, I saw that. Like I guess he talking about like some that Lil John that era where it was like the Yin Yang twins
Yeah.
that crunk. Yi- Is Yin Yang twins considered as crunk
Yin
music?
Yang in the thing.
Yeah, shit like that. He said Chase go drop us a hot 16.
But
Chase chilling
yeah,
with the family
bro.
right now, man. He don't feel like rapping.
I bet Fats can't rap.
Ooh.
Fast can rap. Chase better be instigating
No,
like
he
Ooh.
motherfuckers.
can't.
She know Fast can rap.
No, he
I
can't.
know,
He said
Fats, I
that
know you
himself.
ain't going, bro. I know you ain't going,
Fast
bro.
Fast done play some of his music on his channel though.
He said it was him. We can't be sure.
Trace back to trace back to you here. He said it was him. We don't know for a fact, man. So you need to come rap and so we can, do a voice analyst and see, okay, if that's the same voice from what we heard to what you could do right now. We not sure facts. You might have to um prove
Look,
your
he in the
case.
chat line.
Prove it.
He in the chat line right now.
What do you say? I
I
can't.
can't.
I can't rap. Oh, so you hold the
But
microphone
yeah,
up, you put it on the shelf. He said he put his microphone on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? This shit's collecting dust right now. Like I don't rap no
yeah,
more.
he was.
My rapping
I think
days
he's
is over,
scared to
buddy.
hit the link. Shoot.
Rappers can't retire,
But
man. It's no such
yeah,
thing as a
Fast
rapper
versus
retiring.
also dope. Like I said, man, I'm gonna reach
Oh
out
yeah,
with this
shout out to also
networking for
dope,
real.
man.
I'm gonna reach out to everybody, bro.
I don't know if also dope be battling though. He don't even seem like the type of battling.
I mean, he can battle with the songs he
He
got.
just he
He could
rap.
be. He can go song for song with somebody. He can go song for song with
Oh
Fat
yeah. I
TV.
forgot about when was you trying to when was y'all rescheduling the drop battle?
Wait a minute.
Now that I
Keith
think of it.
Jackson said he can freestyle.
He said I might do a freestyle tonight. I go to work. That's what's up. Hit the link,
What you gonna
Key.
drop it on your channel?
Huh?
What is he gonna drop it on his channel?
You gonna drop it on your channel, Key? Shout out to Brian Black in the building.
Salute, salute.
What up, Brian?
But yeah,
You gonna drop
y'all
it
be
on
on the
your
lookout.
channel?
Spoken word coming soon. I
Oh,
gotta
okay.
get
Yeah, I like
participants for
poetry.
that too. Yeah. So I gotta get some participants for
Is it
that.
like just is it spoken word or is it more like or it's just like um a bunch of stuff like say it can just spoken word, not necessarily poetry, but then also poetry too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like somebody can have like something they wanna just say and it's like spoken word, but you're not necessarily putting it in poetry form, but you just it's something you just want to say.
I mean it have to make sense.
I'm not familiar with it. I'm asking.
Man,
Huh?
it have to make sense.
You say what had to make
It's
sense?
I forgot what that's called. I know what you talking about, but I forgot what it's called. Like a haiku or something.
I don't know. I thought it was like if I could just I just speak. Like I sort of like if you're having a debate, right? And you have a stance on something, then you can just it's like a speech and you write it and then you
I
give it
mean it's a
spoken
form of
word.
poetry though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, but you get what I'm saying. It's not necessarily put in a poem form, like not having
Right. I
like
know what you're
which
saying.
all poems don't rhyme. I mean, it's different rhyme schemes and shit. Like it's not
Courtney
necessarily
P
Mhm.
put in
said
Mhm. That's a form of
Courtney P
poetry.
said slam poetry. Are you talking about slam poetry?
Uh, right. That's Real Tracy. He kind of get what I'm saying. That's spoken word where
Yeah,
you're just speaking. You're just speaking, not necessarily a
exactly.
poem. But a
You're
poem
just
can
saying
also
something
be considered
profound.
as spoken word. But you're just saying something profound. It's like giving a speech, like
Exactly.
how not comparing nobody to Martin Luther King, but basically what they would do. You know, that's spoken
Exactly.
word because I have a subject that I want to speak about. There's no dialogue asking me a question, or anything. It's just me giving my spoken word on what it is that I want to speak about, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it could be any subject. It could be shit, hell, the war in Iraq or some shit. I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? You just want to speak about it, and you wrote something. Um, so it's in a form of me just giving a speech, and then that's it. And like, is it just
Yeah.
spoken word in general, where you're gonna have poetry and people that just want to say something, get something out? Because what she's talking about, like slam poetry, is more like deaf poetry. What it's called? Deaf poetry jam or something like that.
Yeah.
Deaf poetry,
That
Yeah.
poetry.
where people come out there, they'll give poems and you
Hmm.
have like spoken word, where it's like
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just giving a basically a statement. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the
Like,
most powerful ones
you,
I've seen that was on that show was DMX. The one DMX gave is like a poem
oh
that he
yeah,
wrote and
the
spoken word
industry.
because it's something that he wants to say. The industry, it's a poem, but at the same
Uh-huh.
time, it's just something he wanted to say is just spoken word. You know what I mean? Him getting his feelings out in a poetic way. You know what I'm saying? Where
Exactly.
it's like it
You know
rhymes,
Hey,
but it don't
who's an
necessarily have
excellent
to.
poet? Like before she even came out, I used to, because I used to always go to like poetry slams or just little events like that. Jill Scott, before she even started singing,
Hmm.
she's an excellent
Yeah,
poet,
she's good with it.
even more so than a singer. And she would break out in song
hmm
while she was doing her poetry. So when she came out with her first album, I was like, damn. You know, Erica
So just
Badu
like
has
someone
done
that
some
I know,
spoken word and
yeah, so
poetry.
someone that we know, is someone that we know that I think that would be good at it because they have the voice. Is real time
Hmm.
TV. Um,
Yeah,
you know, because she has that common voice.
man, I
So when it
smoke
comes to
really.
spoken word, you
I smoke
say you're
really.
spoken because like cause it's something that you can judge because you can judge a person based off of the power of their voice, how they project their voice,
exactly.
um, errors that they might make because you can stumble over your words. So it's something that you might have to practice. Like the speaking
Mm-hmm.
publicly is an
Hmm.
art form. It's not something that everybody can do. You know what I'm saying? Because to be able to articulate yourself and not make any mistakes on something that you wrote down that you want to get out, and you have to remember all this unless you're going to actually, and then you can read it in front of you, but it's actually, it comes off as a better performance when you memorize. I can't even get the fucking word out. When you
Memorize.
memorize it, yeah, I had to slow myself down. When you memorize it and can just say it, it's a talent. You know what I'm saying? It takes talent to be able to do that,
Yeah.
or just freestyle it and make it. It might sound like you wrote it, but you just freestyling it. Everybody can't do
Mm-hmm.
that,
I had
I can
and I
do
think,
it.
requested a couple of poets on
yeah,
your channel. There's this one sister called
I think
Mumu Fresh.
Pro be good at it.
Mhm. She's dope.
Yeah, I'm calling Red out. Red don't want this smoke. Since y'all put her name out
Wait
there.
a minute. Fat's in the chat talking junk.
What you saying?
He just dropped a hot 8. That's not even a hot 16.
It's two bars.
Trey gonna catch a stray. Dope. I used to stamp that dealing about a book a day. I don't know what that means.
I bet you can't come up here and say it that
I'm kind,
Fats. I bet you can't come up here and
I'm
say
kind of lost right now.
it.
He said, "You see my
I
bars?
think he meant to say. I think
Well,
he meant to say hope.
Courtney
we
said it's
need
a 4.
we need we need you to say it yourself because we can't make sense.
That's two
I don't like
bars.
We
reading other
can't make
people's bars.
sense of that. We can't make
Yeah, I
sense of
don't
that
like reading other people's bars.
nonsense.
I'm gonna butcher it. I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm not gonna say it the way you would say it. I don't have your cadence. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say the word that you would say it, so I can make it sound square, like Trey gonna catch and dope. I use to stamp that selling about
Yeah, yeah,
a
you can cut
book
it
day.
out, bro.
See,
You fucked
how
that
you
all the way
see
up.
that up fat. See what I mean? So you can't just like think you can put bars out there and write them and people just gonna read them correctly. It don't happen like that. I'm gonna fuck that shit up on purpose.
But yeah, anybody in the chat, y'all willing to do spoken word poetry? Y'all hit me up. Y'all let me know what's up. I
Kobe
will
knows, man, you
be
fucking up, bro. You
I
ain't supposed
will
to
be
agree.
going around
I
hitting people
understand. He lying. He lying. Fat TV. He don't understand. He don't understand. He would have read that shit just like how
Fats, I see what you did there, but I bet you can't come up here and say it.
Courtney Peach. No.
up.
Pause. Stop chopping the meat.
Listen
Chop
to the
your
meat.
meat.
Throw away the
What we
bones and
talking
listen to
about
the
right
meat.
now, Courtney?
Nigga said, "Pop."
What are we talking about? You stop chopping the meat. Goddamn, where you from? I ain't never heard that saying.
Stop chopping the
I'm
meat,
from the
boy.
country, but I don't think we that.
Oh.
I ain't never heard that saying ever in my life. Stop chopping the meat, boy. What?
But
What meat?
yeah, man. I just came to fuck with y'all for a little minute, man. I'm about to hop down back in the chat, bro.
That is, shout out to Pro 901, man. I appreciate you hitting the link.
I
Salute
think
to
He
this
said,
is
I
the
don't know
y'all.
what a
longest I've
food
ever
stamp
been
book
on the
is.
damn ring.
Right. Shout out for breaking records in 2024. We starting off
Ain't that
breaking
something?
records. This is the longest trail. This is the longest
I'll
trail
be
been on the
back in
panel. Shout out to Trey.
I'll be back
Break
in 2025.
breaking the record on my panel. Yeah, she been on the panel enough for the rest of the year.
You better believe it.
And she said I'm too funny to for myself. Hey, but hold up. What you talking about, Kobe? I know the boy shit. My nigga. My mom used to give me that. Man, shit. I remember the dollars was brown. The motherfucking fives was
Hey,
what color was the five? Cause they were different colors. like the different amount, because they had the ones, the fives, and the tens.
The
I don't think they had
tens.
20s, and
No,
yeah, I
they
don't
had
think they had
tens and
20s in
then
the food
20.
stamp. They had 20s
Yeah, I believe so.
in food
Let me
stamp.
see.
The
Yep.
20s.
My
I know I
grandmother took
remember
me to
the
the store with them.
remember the ones, the fives, and the tens, but I don't really remember the 20s. I don't, maybe we was broke. Or my mama didn't do. She ain't never give me no 20 to break. But she gave me ones though. I spent food stamps. I don't even know if she got food stamps, to be
Sure.
honest with y'all. But I know I spent them before when I was a kid. Um, because if you work a certain amount of hours and shit like that, then they'll be like you didn't qualify um
Wait a minute, they
for
had
food
one,
stamps. It ain't
five,
even
and
matter if you.
tens. You might be right, Thaddeus. I'm Googling it.
That's why I said, 'cause I remember the book. Say my mom's. I don't know if she used to like get issued food stamps, but I do know that she has gave me food stamps to go to the store and buy shit with. Because back then, all the stores didn't take food stamps, so some of them did. So you go to the store, get your
Mm-hmm.
food stamps, and get the candy that you want and shit. So that
Damn,
way
I'm
she
looking
ain't.
on eBay. You know, you can still buy them too.
It's like antique now, I guess. Like what I mean, like some nostalgia
Mm-hmm.
type shit, just to have it and be like, yeah, I still got some.
Exactly.
Motherfucking book was the colorful money, right? The brown one, the brown one, definitely remember them shits. My mom used to brown one me to death with them food stamps. Here you go, boy. Give me like two or three of them bitches. You go to the store, shit, you do all right with $3 back in the
Sure.
day.
I ain't too proud.
Back in the day you could back in the day you could get a motherfucking soda, a candy, a bag of chips, and probably like some little Debbie cakes, all for like $3.
Mm-hmm.
You go
Yeah, the
to the store
brown was
now,
$1 on Courtney.
you go um that what I just named is going to be around about $10. Cause shit, little Debbie cakes is like $2 a piece now. Down here, it's just like $2 for the same size that we used to get back in the day for 25 cents a pack, or like $2 a fucking pack now. Like inflation is crazy. A
Wait
box
a
of
minute,
little
the
Debbie's.
brown
Hell
was
yeah, Mike Simmons.
the dollar was brown, the $5 is like purple, and the $10 is green.
Green. Yeah, that's why I remember. I knew the 10 was like green. I couldn't remember what color the 5 was, but I know them dollars was brown though. Cause you would get real money back for it. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, your
the way they,
change.
yeah, your change was all money. So that's why they didn't really do 20s. They only did 10s. So if you went to the store and let's say you was buying some food, the way the crackheads back then would do it, where you would get something cheap with the $10, so you could get the $7, $8 change in real money, and then you would do it at another store. Or some stores would take it like take more of them because they
Exactly.
subsidize it. So the government is giving you more than what that money is worth because of the program. You see what I'm saying? So that dollar in food stamps that you're spending at the store, when that store turns that money in, they're getting more than the worth of that dollar. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly how much it was, but I know they're getting more than what the dollar was. That's why they go ahead and give you real money and change. And that's why they changed the system now of it's all electronic and they put it on a card. They did away with the physical money to try to reduce people you know uh misusing the food stamps basically or selling them. You know what I'm saying? Try
Yeah,
to
but
cut down
do
on
you
that.
do you know that you
But
can order stuff online using your card?
you talking about like as far as grocery or just in
Yeah,
general? Because I know
yeah.
it's certain food stamps people can get. Because people get food stamps where they can buy other shit other than food with it. You know what I mean? Like it actually has a balance
Mhm.
on it. It's like
Yeah, they have a cash
money that
balance
you can
on
buy
it.
anything with. Yeah, yeah, a cash. Yeah.
Uh-huh. They get cash and
But then
food
some
stamps.
the
Mm,
issue to you
Miss
might
Eve,
only
me too.
have. He said I still buy food stamps.
Every summer I have a
See if you,
party and shoot. My cousin hooked his sister right on up.
so what's the numbers on them shits now though? I don't even know. Cause back then it used to be like
I still do half and half, but some people,
half and half.
you know,
They get a little greedier.
well, yeah, some people be trying to beat you in the head. I'm like, I'm calling your damn caseworker. Try to
yeah,
sell
because it
me
don't
some
make sense.
damn
Like
food
if
stamps.
you're gonna sell me $100 worth of food stamps, but then sell me 75, that don't really make logical sense.
Exactly.
So now when I say if you're trying to give me 100 and I give you 60, that's being generous. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like it's a little more than half, but it's like okay, you're getting the $60 cash, and I'm getting the 40. Like, I'm basically getting that 40 for my 60. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing about with food stamps is the price is exact. Um, so what I would pay if I'm paying cash, if something costs a 99 cent and I pay $1.05, well, taxes here is 6 cents on a dollar. So I pay $1.05 if I'm paying cash versus using a card, it will only be 99 cents. So you
Right.
actually you know what I'm saying, in the long haul you're saving a little bit even more because that 40 that I bought and that extra food stamp, I can squeeze a little bit more food in that $40 because I'm not paying taxes on every fucking thing that I'm saying. So everything is exact. Um, and with depending on where you go, you get the discounts as far as like we got Food
Mm-hmm.
Line here, so you have the MVP card, so it's like you can get 2 for $5 and shit like that. So you're only
Mm-hmm.
paying just that $5. You're not paying five and some change. So it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get the value, trust me. and
Trust me, sure. Like I
purchasing
said,
that. Yeah.
every summer, shit, I'm probably gonna be
Right,
happy.
Miss E.
Let me check. Let me shut my mouth though. Our caseworker might
Yeah.
be watching.
Oh, okay. Uncooked food is okay. Um, it's the same on food. Yeah, that's what I was thinking with the food stamp joint. But I know here, man, shit, everything is taxed. So if you ain't using food stamp shit, you getting taxed on everything. They be graping you at every fucking turn, like everywhere you go, everything you buy, everything you pay for, you getting graped. Cause they already tax you on your labor. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but that's sort of illegal. It's not in the Constitution. Um, to have to pay a labor tax, but they tell you that you do, and you'll get in trouble if you don't pay your labor tax. And you have to, because employers have to pay their taxes, they have to put you on the books, all that good
Mm-hmm.
shit. So it's like, damn, there's no way at the end of the day it's not legal. Like they legally can't tax you on your labor. Now you can legally tax me on all the other shit you want to. You want to tax me on my food, on my water, on my shit here. They tax you on your air, they would, but tax you on your living, your car, just to travel on the
Mm-hmm.
roads, all of this shit, yes, you can tax me on. But when it comes to your actual physical labor, when you do work, whether it's with your mind, your body, like a hard laborer or whatever the fuck you do to get money, technically it's not legal for them to tax you on that. And that's what it's listed as, Courtney Peach, a labor tax. On your tax when you look at your pay stub, we pay a part of a labor tax, and they basically are charging us just to be able to work in the United States, which
FICA.
I feel is
Fuck
unfair
it.
because they already because look, they already charging you for everything else, but then you're gonna charge me for my labor also. Yeah, time something that you can't get back, and they put a value, they put a number on that to say, okay, your time is worth however much that job is going to pay you. Okay, cool. So you made an agreement with this job. Let's just say, for example, $20. $20 of your time for every hour, to perform whatever task it is they're asking you to do, and it's going to help them in the long run and help them make money, of course. So you have that agreement with them. It is unconstitutional and it is not legal for them to say, yes, you have this contract with that employer that they're going to pay you $20 an hour to perform this task. Come in as the government say you're gonna pay me a percentage of that $20 an hour, just to be able to work for that employer. That shit is fucking crazy. I swear we live in a fucking crazy ass country, y'all. And I mean, it's like that pretty much everywhere, I guess. But I live here, so I can only talk about here. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because it's like, damn, why you gonna tax me on that? You can tax me on all the other shit. I have no problem with it. But you gonna tax me on my labor? The fuck out of here. That's the only tax I really have a problem with is labor tax. And then they still get you because you know how you file your taxes and you be like, oh yeah, they're gonna give me such and such back. You still end up paying more and not even realizing it. Because like I just said
Mm-hmm.
before, they're charging you on your labor, taxing you on okay, we're gonna give you some of that back, but you're taxing me on every fucking thing else. Everything else I pay for, every bill that you pay, everything you buy, all your products that you use, all your food, all your clothes, every fucking thing, down to your deodorant and your goddamn socks, you got to pay a tax on. So they're taxing you on everything. So you're paying way more taxes a year than what they give you back. Even these women that have multiple children and they can file all of these young dependents and they getting back $8,000, 10,000. They still, yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie, they kind of getting over though. Cause a lot of them women they don't even be making that much a year. And they like, well, how the fuck they get back so much money? I don't know how this shit is set up. This shit is set up stupid, right? Because why is it a motherfucker that don't make, that didn't even contribute much to the taxes gets way more money back than somebody that did? Because then they'll tell you, oh, you owe us. You need to pay us some motherfucking money. Like what? So you mean tell me, I passed that threshold of that tax bracket to where now I have to pay you the fuck back? Or if I
Right.
didn't, I gotta
Yeah.
prove that I donated to charity or I did all this other shit to try to lessen
Exactly.
what I gotta pay you back. You know what I mean? Versus a motherfucker that didn't even barely work and barely paid any taxes. They get way more. That shit don't make no motherfucking sense. I feel like I'm getting the shit end of the stick here. Like I'm not getting the better end of the deal. You know what I mean? And that's why I was talking about earlier where it's like, damn, it's even worse now because we don't have the middle class anymore. That shit's being eradicated. Like that shit is gone. Like either you're poor and struggling or just making it, or you got it like that. Like one of the two. You ain't no you comfortable, you good no more. Cause the ones that used to be like that, it ain't like that no more. You know, I mean, we used to have the we used to have poverty, like where you had the poverty line, you didn't want to be under that. And then you had right above poverty where it was like, okay, you making it, you might be living check to check, but you good. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a nice little crib, your kids is fed, you good. You ain't, I mean, you still living check to check, but then you had like the middle class where you're not really living check to check no more. Like you just you making living in your means, you know what I'm saying? You good. Then you had the upper class where these motherfuckers was really getting it, you know what I'm saying? And they live in their means that they can live, which would be above someone in the middle class. But see what I'm saying? The middle class is stripped gone. So now you just have you right above poverty or you under poverty or you motherfucking getting it. That shit is crazy.
Right, but
And I had a
that's not like I'm sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
no. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead,
But
Tracy. I was just oh, I
specifically
thought you was
like
gonna say, go ahead.
SSI, like that benefit is paid to keep people just above the national poverty level.
Hmm. That's a fact. And that's the trouble with it is the fact that and kind of alludes to what I was talking about earlier with the different presidents and what they're pushing, what their agenda is, how it can affect the people now versus the future. It's like we do have to think about all of these things. All of these things go into consideration is very important that the decisions that we make right now as a people that can benefit us now, we have to be careful and make sure it doesn't affect people in the future in a negative way. So you have to be conscious of that okay, yeah, I want it to be good for me because I am alive right now, but if life keeps going and people talk about this crazy shit like the world gonna come to an end, all that, fuck all that. Um, it'll keep going as long as man don't blow each other the fuck up. But other than that, the Earth been here, is gonna be here. So we here right now, but in 150 years, it'll be a whole different set of people. Like the same people that's here right now, the moment right now I'm talking, is not gonna be here in 150 years. Nobody that's alive right now at this moment is gonna be here in 150 years. So
Mm-hmm.
what we do, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Now, when you say what we do, like meaning who, like if we're not creating the
Well,
laws, I mean
as a
we
people,
can't.
like
Mm-hmm.
we can't. Right, you're right. I agree. But when I say we do, kind of speaking broadly, like saying like generation, the people that's alive right now, even though I'm in that decision as far as like country or what direction everything is heading, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have a hand in that. You see what I'm saying? Like they say that's for the
Right.
1% to handle. That they the ones that kind of dictate on uh what direction is the world headed in. Like right now, well, the people also decide that. See, because they could try to
Right.
push one thing, but it's always going to be the people who really finally decides it. Do you want to go along with it or do you want to resist it? Because just like with this
Right.
EV shit, right? They trying to push everybody to do away with gas vehicles and push electrical vehicles and all of this shit. Now, if the people don't want it, you can't force it down our fucking throat. Even if you try to, the people still can resist and it won't work for you. So it'll be a failed attempt to try to push something. And I think this has happened a lot throughout history where they try to push something massively and it fails. And some stuff is successful and they can implement it because it was successful, but then some things fail because people won't accept it as a whole. It takes the people to accept something for it to go into effect. The people resist it because people be forgetting we outnumber the ones that's call themselves in charge. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
everyday average person outnumbers them by a large number. When you look at the mass of the whole earth and all of the land on it and the people that occupy, there are more people that are controlled by a few. So if you get what I'm saying. So those few could be overpowered by the masses if that was ever, but we know that's not going to happen or anything. But if it did, they coward. You know what I'm saying? Because the people control what goes on. You know, the old Roman saying, the mob controls the shit. Like
Right.
whatever direction the mob is going, that's what direction the emperor is gonna go. You know what I mean? Because the mob controls it. Um,
Right. But when I
and I
was
think the
saying
problem now
earlier,
is they. Mhm.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go
Finish your
ahead.
point.
No, 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 no. Go ahead, go ahead. I was finished.
No, I just wanted to clarify. Like when I was saying earlier, like when I'm just talking about me personally, or us
Hmm.
individually, I should say. Like there are certain things that you can do, and I'm just speaking in terms of legacy. There's certain things that you can do to prepare for your daughter. There's things that
Right.
I've done. Well, my son is grown now, but
For your
I'm just thinking
grandchildren and
about,
also your son, even still your
yeah,
son.
well, right. So I mean, I put
I know,
something
I
in
know, I
place
know
for
he's grown
him
now, but still, cause
that's going to
yeah, I
benefit,
about to say I still be thinking about my daughter when she's grown.
exactly in the long run. It's going to benefit my grandson. You know,
Hmm.
so I mean, we can't do anything to change the laws or whatever, or
Right.
you can
You
lobby to
you
do it, but
can
there are
go.
certain things that we as individuals can do
Mhm.
to,
I agree.
like we were talking about, just making sure that your family is good. Like sometimes when
Hmm.
people, when they leave this earth, like people are setting up GoFundMe accounts. I'm not knocking anybody for, having to do that, but there are things that you can put in place to prepare yourself. If your mindset is right, then,
Right.
it would make it hard for other individuals. That's just where my mind is.
I agree. I think if we as a whole focus on more of making sure that your family is good and trying to treat
Mm-hmm.
people the way that you want to be treated, then we would be better off as a people, as a society, because everybody's focusing on making sure their own family is good, but also treating other people the way you want to be treated. Because when we have people
Absolutely.
that's out here that don't care about their own family, they don't care about care about how they treat themselves, that means they're gonna disrespect others. And they don't care. It's going.
Hmm.
It's like, and it's just human nature though, because we won't always have plagues. And like I said before, you just would hope that it would be more good than bad. You'll have more people that want to do good than bad. So a lot of the structure that we have as far as society goes is good, but then it's not. Just the system that runs it, and
Excuse me.
now
But
you
it's about
good.
your
You run it
individual, mindset as
right,
well.
right.
You
I
know,
agree.
like there's certain things I'm just not gonna, even if I can afford it, I'm just not gonna waste my money. Well, I feel like it's a waste of my money, to do that.
Oh, I feel you.
I'm not gonna work hard to buy a $5,000 bag if I ain't got $10,000 to carry around in it at all times. That's
That's a
just
fact.
counterproductive. Yeah,
That's a fact, and that is an issue where people are stuck to an image that they want to project.
exactly.
Um,
Material
that
things.
right that they're in love with, that they get you know seduced by, for lack. I mean, I'm just like, it's like, because it's like you see it and it's like, damn, I want that, and I don't see nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, you can't let that consume you and what makes you be all about um oh, just, oh, I gotta have the latest this, latest that. And but if that's, I'm a firm believer, we
I
all
mean,
get
it's
one shot at this. And so if that's how they want to
yeah,
be, that's fine. I can't knock it.
and I'm not
But
knocking
I can
them.
see where it can cause a,
The
yeah, I can see where it can cause a problem though, because being materialistic, it's like you kind of don't even see the bigger picture because you're materialistic.
exactly.
Which I
That
can't knock anybody for being materialistic
that's all
because
I'm saying. It's like if you work hard for your money, you spend it the way that you want
I
to.
want to.
That's not
Right.
my business. But I just see things a little bit differently. You know.
That's a fact.
But I'm not going to talk about what somebody else can't afford. If you decide to spend your money on whatever you decide to spend it on, that's fine. Personally, like I said, even if I can afford it, I'm not doing it. I'm not spending $1,000 to walk on the ground, you know, just because it's somebody's name brand. I'm just not doing it.
Mm. Hey, look,
Not
that's what I'm
me.
saying. I could never understand why people didn't like Floyd Mayweather, right? Because I've always been a Floyd Mayweather fan. So even when he became like the flashy Floyd, because like I said, I've been a fan of him early in his boxing career. Before he was Money Mayweather, he was Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. I've been a fan of
Hmm.
his. So when he did start flossing and start bragging, well, people consider it bragging. I never looked at it and been like, why is he doing that? He shouldn't be saying this and he shouldn't be showing off this. I'm like, oh shit, he worked hard for it. He's spending his money wisely. I can't tell this man how to spend his money. I respect it because he's a great fighter. So that's why I'm a fan of him, because he's a great fighter. So I'm not gonna not like him, his fighting skills, just because he likes to boast and brag about the lifestyle he lives. Hey, shit, let him live it. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Absolutely.
can't knock that. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's crazy to knock a motherfucker because he's proud of the shit that he's able to afford and he can do. Because I seen people make comments and shit like that, like, well, I don't like him. He be bragging too much, or he think he all it is and he can't even read. No, and I'm like, man, shit, y'all hating on this nigga. To me, that's hating because it's like,
Right.
how can you be mad at that success story where it's a proven fact that his family didn't have much? You know what I mean? Like
Right.
his father out there hustling, getting locked up. Um, his uncle was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? He living in a bad neighborhood. Like, but then you look at the lifestyle he's living now compared to what he grew up. And shit, I can't do nothing but congratulate that. I don't give a fuck how much they say
Like,
you
see,
brag, my nigga. Do your thing.
look at the comment that Chase made.
What, you talking about his last one?
Hmm. And
I
that's where I'm
like
at with it
I
as
like
well.
nice
Sorry.
shit, but I've never thought. That's a fact, real Chase. Just like
Yeah.
pointing out the fact I rock a lot of polo, and now it's a known fact. If you rock an official polo, it's expensive. It's not cheap.
Right.
Unless you going to mark down places all the time, getting it. How they used to try to clown Kwame. But if you actually get an official polo, especially if you buying it from their website, or if
Hmm.
you're buying it at a retail price, it's very expensive. And I
Yeah.
like it. Like, and I've always and people tell me about me myself, they're like, man, you expensive. I'm like, okay. It's just what I like. I'm not trying to show off. None of that shit. It's just the shit I like. You know what I mean? And so it is a
Absolutely.
difference between
My
somebody
son
just
is a
buying
polo
shit.
guy.
Yeah,
But
it's a
like I
difference
said,
between somebody buying
I'm
off
sorry. Go
versus
ahead. Go
somebody
ahead.
buying shit because I was just saying it's a difference between people buying shit just to show it off, just to be like, okay, I
That's
got
what I'm
this.
talking about. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
versus
referring to.
them buying it just because they like it. It's just what they
Exactly. If
like.
you
You know
got
what I'm
it
saying?
to spend, spend your money. But it's like, if I choose not to, it's like don't try to
Right.
throw it in my face because you don't know, what my bottom line is.
Mm-hmm. Cause shit, I know, man. I used to be friends with white boys and shit in school, right? And they brought nothing but cookies and off brand shit, but got all the latest shit at their house. Got the nicest fucking house. Um,
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that that's not what they was into. It's not, oh
Right?
well, we go get the name brand shit. Now if they did like it, they probably would get it. But if it's not something that's important to them, then they're not gonna worry about it. And I think a lot of times our people do worry about the wrong shit.
Concentrating on the wrong shit. Like I said,
They
it's all about,
worry about looking good first and saving
right.
second, or thinking about the
Exactly.
future second. Which I get it. Like
And
I
I
said,
mean, like I
it's a
said,
great
there's
thing.
there's nothing wrong with that, if that's like we all have different mindsets. I'll put it like
Right.
that. So I'm not a person that's gonna brag, well, I got this, I got that. I have what I have, you know, and if it's enough to sustain me, um, then I'm fine with it. But like I was saying, I'm thinking more so about what legacy I can leave for my son, for my grandson. You know, that's my contribution to them. I mean, money, you can't
Hey,
take it with you. But like I
nope.
said, if I
And
have
I like I said, I
enough
ain't
to
never
just
seen
go
no
out and buy
bring on
whatever,
nobody's
I'm
funeral.
sorry.
I was saying, as the saying go, I ain't never seen a Brinks truck pull up to anybody's funeral.
Exactly. Exactly. So if you got it, people could do whatever the hell they want to do with their money. Like really I don't care. But my position on it, like I was saying, even with me donating to the content creators. I mean, it may not be much, but like I said, if I donate to you guys, what I do is double that and put it in my grandson's account. You know, and this
Salute.
little
I definitely
couple of
appreciate
dollars,
that. Though. I don't care if it won't number 25 cents. You ain't got to give it to
right?
them. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. But
me
but I'm
personally, I
saying,
appreciate all. I don't care how much it was, if it's how little, how big. It's all appreciated.
But I'm saying it's like it's not even so much about what I'm giving because anything that I do, you'll never hear me say, "Well, I gave you this, I gave you that." But if I choose to do it, like I said, when I say pay, I pay myself first. Whether or not it's depositing money in my grandson's account, it's like I don't give away anything. I don't give away anything that I can't afford to give away. But by the same
Right.
token,
That you're gonna
I'll
regret.
make sure
Yeah.
I'm putting it back into my
I ain't
fund,
trying to
my
take no
family
shot,
fund.
but for lack of better reference, and it's only because I know this reference and I've seen her actually speak on it, and that's Toothless
Hmm.
Tiger when she asked for her money back from Skinny, and it's like, why would you ask for your
Right,
money back now?
right. And nothing
You
against
you
her,
was a supporter, you supporter, you watched the content, you supported the
I'm
content, you
74,
donated to the content,
7G07. I'm 74.
and then you say once you have a falling out, now is, oh, give me back my money. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
What? Like, so what was you donating for? Because like I say, even in a situation with Rainy, now I don't know exactly how much it was. I know it wasn't a little bit. I mean, I know it was more than, you know what I'm saying, what, I don't know. But I'm just saying I would never ask for none of that shit back. It don't matter to
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying? It is
I
what
don't
it
want
is.
it,
It's water under the bridge.
you know.
that I can't change. So yeah, it's like it is what it is. I would never be like, well, shit, I don't support you back all that money I gave you. Like what? That's
Exactly. You
crazy.
would never hear that come out of my mouth because it's like, if you don't give somebody freely or whatever, and I don't give with any expectations of getting anything. If you're entertaining me, then it's like, all right, thanks. I appreciate the laughs or whatever.
Right. It
You're
is what it
taking
is.
time out of your day. This may not be someone's regular job, but you're taking time out of your day to entertain the people. It's like, how much do you pay to go to a movie? You're sitting in the comfort of your home. How much do you pay to go to
Shit.
a
With
movie?
inflation. With
Exactly.
inflation, boy, them shits is like goddamn $10 just for to get in, and then you gotta pay for the drink and popcorn and all the other shit.
Exactly.
Unless you like my mama. My mama would take us to the Walmart. Hey,
Hey,
look, we had a theater, right? And not the Walmart, it was a Kmart right next to the theater, right? So my mom would take us to Kmart, and then we'd get bags of candy, and she put that shit in her purse, and then we'd go in the movies. You know what I'm saying? So only thing she
what?
paying for in the movies is the
Shoot.
drinks. Get us a drink in
Exactly.
the movie, yeah, all of the candy and
Yeah.
snacks, shit.
You have a big
Go
old
hit my
damn
purse out.
knapsack in the movie. Shit.
Hell yeah. I miss that made me think about it, yo. My mom definitely used to do that shit. So we ain't spend that much. But I get what you're saying. I get your point though. The price of admission to a movie to watch a movie is a lot more than what you could just give a content creator just to entertain you for a few hours. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I get it. And when you look at it, people pay for like cable TV. If you want to watch movies, you're gonna pay for DVDs or subscription. Now these days, you're gonna pay a subscription somewhere. Um, and YouTube is actually a free platform, but you can choose to donate to the content that you enjoy. So just like anything else, if you want to watch these shows that's on BET or all of this shit, you would pay for a cable subscription or a subscription to these channels to be able to watch it. Not saying you gotta pay a
Exactly.
motherfucking content creator to watch it, but it just, shows the gesture that I enjoy your content. Here you go. Tip you a few dollars.
Exactly. It's a sign of appreciation.
Right.
And I don't give anything with any expectation of anything. You make me laugh or whatever, you know, or if you taking out time in your day to do something, you're doing this for a reason. But when people start, well, yeah, I ain't even hit my cash app. Like, this is my goddamn money. If I
Exactly.
choose to donate to you, that's a different thing. But when you start acting like it's mandatory, that's where you lose me.
Some of the motherfuckers do be acting like that shit is mandatory, boy. Be like, yo,
Yeah, I'm like, what? Okay, and I never will
if
again.
if you're gonna be over in my chat, you might well hit the cash app
I'm
then.
like, nah.
Okay,
Like, I'm gonna go over there and listen to some
okay.
music.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
know. But by the same token,
That shit do be wild.
exactly distracting. If you asking, I'm not doing it. And I
That's
mean that's not a shot
Virginia.
at anyone. And certainly I don't want to be on nobody's Rico list. Two-Foot Tiger, I ain't got no problem with you, ma'am.
She still got a Rico list.
Daddy has brought you up,
Hey, look,
just so you know.
she turned into a Regina, ain't she?
Yeah, and I just didn't understand it. That was just like,
Oh, shout out to
no, you
Two-Foot Tiger. I ain't
started
got no problem with
calculating
her.
stuff. If you keeping a laundry list of, stuff, then that means you couldn't afford to give that away, you know. So you
Hmm.
shot your own self in the foot. Or you spending that much money to curry favor.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Cause like I say, I don't have no problem with her. Nothing. I was just using her example because that's someone that I
Right, right,
seen ask for their money back. You see what I'm saying? Like
right.
I know it's probably been plenty of other people that asked for their donations back, but she's the most recent one, and it's like I could understand it because I actually seen her in the chats. I seen the type of shit she would be saying, cheering on some of the shit he was saying, but then all of a sudden you want your money back. And I'm just a neutral person. I'm just
Right,
somebody that's just neutral, just on the outside looking
right.
in, and it's like I can see the bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
So
struck me as odd. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
I'm just
odd.
saying that
That's
now.
odd. You got
I don't have. That's
this
odd.
is a grown woman we're talking about here. She knew very well what she
This
was
is
doing when she
insane.
donated the money.
I ain't have no nickel in that damn quarter, but that I was just like, yo, like for real?
And she wants to
Okay.
ask for the money back. That's odd. Yeah, shout out to her though. Like I said, I ain't trying to
Yeah,
take no
like I
shots,
said,
but I
I
ain't
ain't
got no
got,
problem
you
with
know,
her though.
I'm still up to her. But yeah, I don't have nothing to do
I
with
don't
that.
think
But
I
I
ever
just
was.
thought, if I'm being honest, that was just strange to me.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm being honest, I'm calling out hypocrite shit. That's
Yeah,
very hypocritical of you, ma'am. To demand and then
yeah.
calculate it.
And
So
you
damn,
tap,
what?
yeah,
Because
you
I couldn't even
tallying it
tell you
up,
how much
and
I done
I'm
gave
like,
that motherfucker. I can't calculate that shit and be like, this exact amount. Like, how the fuck did you calculate that? I mean, you took all the records.
like damn.
You took the time out. Look at all the records. Okay, I look at this statement. What did I send here? What did I send there?
You got
God
like
damn,
a
you took
whole
the
damn
time out.
spreadsheet and shit. It's like, so what bill didn't you pay that you had? Whatever. Let me shut up.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah.
I'm trying to get no shit.
Talk your shit, Trey.
Yeah. But if you put it out
Talk
there in the
your
public
ish,
sphere,
Trey.
you know,
Yeah. That's
that was
crazy.
just,
Like I said, if it's out here on YouTube, it can be spoke about.
right.
I don't give a fuck,
You know,
new, old. People kill me when they be like, "Wait, well, fuck, shit." If I wanted to, I could pull up a damn live that happened a year ago and do a reaction to it. That's the
right,
beauty of
right.
YouTube. Now, someone can be like, "Oh, damn, you reaching, or you bringing," and people do it all the time. Look at Damn D. He'll do a premiere or a live and go over something that happened a long time ago. They call him the
Mm-hmm.
milkman. He's just gonna milk the shit out of it.
Right. But when you say something, opposite, when you say something about someone, they get offended. I'm
Hmm.
not, up here
I think it's funny.
I'm not calling you out of your name or anything, but I just thought that was, just struck me as strange. Yeah.
Right.
And I see the list and all that, and
That's
then I'm like,
she got a list though. That's crazy. It's
a,
like,
a,
yo,
a
what is
whole
you doing, man? What is
organizational
you doing,
chart.
man?
I was like, wow.
Because if that's the case, all right. So don't she? Do she still rock with Suge?
I have no idea. See, I don't watch him, so I don't know.
I don't know. Neither. I mean, I'm still sub to him, but I don't think I don't really watch him like that. And for one, I don't watch him long enough to really see his chat to see who's in his chat. But I do know that she
Right,
used to support him and she used to be in his chat.
right.
So my point, if you want to look at those other channels and shit is like an organization and you got this racketeering and Rico this that, people can look at you the same fucking way with Suge over there.
Hmm.
Like, what's the difference? You know what I mean? So I mean,
Right.
it's like a group. Like people keep saying this. Well, I don't be in a group and I don't do this group shit. But you're in a fucking group. Why are you saying this?
People
You
group
have
up
a
to talk
group of
about
people
another
that
group
come
of people
around you
grouping
on a
up.
daily basis. I'm telling you, that shit is crazy, Trey Spectors. Now, granted, that I don't deny the fact that we can be considered as a group, but I do acknowledge the fact that it's a lot of uh self-minded people that can think for themselves. They're not um confined to what everybody else is thinking and say, okay, well, everybody else is saying this and saying that, so let me say that shit too. You know what I'm saying? People
Exactly.
saying whatever the fuck they want to say because you might feel this way, this person feel that. We still rock with each other, so we still could be considered as a group,
Exactly.
but you still have your own way of thinking and your opinion on something. And I might not agree with it, but that don't mean we gotta be like, oh, I don't like you no more. I don't fuck with you just because we don't see eye to eye on something. So I think that's
Exactly.
people getting fucked up on that group shit because they are thinking, oh, you're in a group just because I say I'm a wabbit or I like the wabbits or
Right. And they
I be
just
chatting in the wabbits
assume.
chats and shit like that.
Exactly.
They just
They just
assume
assume that you
be
have
like,
a
oh, then you
problem.
in a group
Oh, you
with
be over in
them.
cis chat, so you have to have a problem with me. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with anyone until they create one with me. You know. So you're just assuming and you saying F the wabbits. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. When you say it to me directly, we're gonna have a different conversation. So, when people in these chats trying to antagonize people, I just find it humorous. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're foolish enough to think that, like I said, like none of us had a life before we all met up online, and like everybody, like who came online looking for absolution? Well, no, let me just rephrase that, because there are individuals that have, and it's clear as day that that's what they came online for. But
But
you
now I
can't
get your
just
point
be
because people we all had lives
mhm,
before this,
right.
and life still gonna keep going on. It's just that you made it a kind of a part of your life, um, because like you said, you get cool with like-minded people, and the vibe, and even if you're not really like-minded, it's still the vibe. Because I know it'd be people in the chat. We know this to be a fact. There'd be people in certain on lives in the chats, and they don't like each other, but they still support the same
Exactly.
person. They still support the same person. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And I
Hmm.
think that's how it should be. Um, you should be able, because I know I can go and check people in there that I don't really rock with, which I don't really have no problem with nobody. But you know what I'm saying? If I did, I still can coexist and enjoy the content from the content. If I'm supporting the content creator, because I'm not there for which. And it's crazy because I admit to it too, Trey. I used to go to Kwame Brown's chat just to talk to the people in the chat. It wasn't so necessarily to hear his shit, to hear his
That's what
content.
I'm saying. That's what that is. That's where we used to meet up and cut
Yeah,
up in there.
right.
You
No, that's what I'm
know?
saying. So it was a lot. I won't even really pay. And then and when I did pay attention to what he was saying, I might have a comment and it's going to so he's not gonna like my comment anyway. So let me keep it in the chat and just talk to the people in the chat because
Exactly.
on his bullshit, I might get timed out.
Right. There's a couple of times, if you said something I didn't agree with, I'm going to, speak my mind on it. No narratives in the chat.
Hmm.
Well, no narratives on the panel. Like,
You know,
stop lying up there.
nigga used to be wild and Trey. I was like, yeah, listen to this nigga. Listen
Like,
to
what
this.
the hell?
I used to be at work, man. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this nigga, listen to this nigga
Fella,
here.
bump your damn head.
This nigga ain't shit.
Mm.
The more and
And
more I
then,
listen, the more and more I'm like, this nigga is full of shit.
old girl and them, I see you in that chat. It's like, I go where the hell I want to go. How you going to stop me from
Right.
going where I want to go? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Make me change my screen name? You know, you're gonna stop YouTube from accepting my premium payment? How you gonna stop me? Just tell me that.
I remember when they was saying that shit, they was like, yeah, you gotta be careful because they watching y'all. Watch. I'm like, fuck you mean they
Why?
watching me? I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, watch on, nigga.
Remember, I used to
Watch
always
on,
ask
nigga.
you,
Hey, hope you got
Daddy,
your
is you got?
bifocals.
I used to always ask Daddy, is you got a pass to be in this chat? Like, what the hell? I thought
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
I
funny.
remember that shit. That shit used to be funny. Like, you got your hall pass? Can you be over here?
They
Like,
did
what the
a
fuck?
whole
Like, what
pass
the
to
fuck?
go from chat to chat.
I could have sworn the last time I looked, my fucking phone bill. So, and my
Exactly.
internet bill. So, shit. You can't tell me who the fuck I can goddamn type and chat and shit and all that. Y'all crazy. Y'all got me fucked. Like it was funny to me that time. Sister T tried to call me out, and Thaddeus. Like, this is the way she said it. This shit, I was dying laughing. I'm bugging on this
Oh,
motherfucker. Like
she called me out before.
Thaddeus and this
I saw you in
Thaddeus.
that chat. I'm like, lady, I go
Fuck
where
you
the hell I
mean?
want to go. Hit my link.
Right.
No,
Nope.
make me.
Yeah, I just how I piss motherfucker like, nope, I'm not even hitting your link.
Make me hit your link.
I'm sure not.
What you gonna do if I don't hit your link?
I'm un- I'm unavailable
Sit
right now.
there.
Think of something quick. Be like, nah, yo, you know what? I'm actually at work and I ain't taking no links. Hit
I
the
just be
link.
like, no, make me. And then say it like you
But
demanding
yeah,
it,
man.
like you have an option. Hey, Draco's back.
Hey, they do though. Shout out to Draco back in the building. They do though, Trey. They give you like how they did Rich and they was Rich commented letting the nigga asking the nigga like, yo, what you talking about? Like, how was I disrespecting? And made a statement, and then one of his mods was like, something hit the link, and then he was on the panel saying about, like I said, I left, and then Rich telling the story, but I left, so I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know he had commented again after. I just seen that his comments got disappeared, so I didn't know that he had came back and commented again. But like he said, um, the niggas basically telling him hit the link or don't type in the chat. We're gonna keep timing you out, or out the chat or whatever, or deleting your messages. So it's like
Exactly.
they're giving you
And
ultimatum
folks,
at the end of the day. But you,
yeah, and
but it
Ro
goes back
has
to, you
his
don't
own
have to support
platform
that
that he can
content creator. Right, right.
exactly,
They don't
and
have to
he
watch
has
that
his
shit.
own platform that he can go and that kills me though. When they used to do that, I just always found it funny.
Shout out to Thick Cut, Wascally
Tilda
Wabbits.
called my ass out one time. Yeah, I saw you over there. I'm like, and you probably gonna see me there tomorrow. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Face all close to the camera, hit
Man, I
my
don't
leg.
see why that was even a thing. I don't see why that was even a thing. Now granted, I do understand why it's a thing if you have people trying to play both sides of the fence and
Exactly.
thinking that people don't have eyes or ears, because some people do get on different panels and say different shit. But I'm talking more so about the
Exactly.
chat where you have certain subscribers. That's why they say subscribers can be messy also, because that one subscriber is going to two different content creators chats that they know don't like each other and talking about the other content
It
creator,
now
and
it
one of the
really
other would
is
chat. And it's like, what the fuck, nigga?
it
We can
really is a
see
matter of what you
you.
say.
Like like Cat Williams, we can see you.
I
Like,
mean, like
you
I'm
right
not
here in
just
front of us.
co-signing because I'm there. If I don't agree with you, I'm going to state my opinion on something. I'm
Right.
not trying to curry favor. So I'm in your chat and I got to act a certain way.
No, see, look, that's my thing. Look, me personally, look, if it's funny, if it's a joke, and it's fucked up because you don't want to see people that you like and you fuck with laughing at a joke that's about you from someone else that you don't like. You see what I'm saying? I can understand how type of way about that, but if you're being an adult about it, and if
Right.
it's fucking funny, and they're not uh piling on, they're not adding on to it, they're not trying to crack extra jokes onto that joke, you know what I'm saying? But they might have laughed. You can't really be mad at that. Like, so that's why Johnny had made that live about that whole I'm not no RJ fan or nothing, but I will say this, and I ain't trying to defend him, but all he was doing was just laughing, but he wasn't adding on to it. He wasn't giving his take on brown skinned lady, saying shit about her. Then it ain't that bad, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I get it as far as like someone that feel like, oh, you supposed to be my friend or you rocking with me. I ain't gonna say friend. People use that word friend up here loosely. But we'll just
Right.
say if they're supposed to be YouTube associates that's real close, well, cool, and I see you laughing at something that's about me, um, that is, I can see how they feel some type of way. But like
But if
about
it's
it, and
if it's funny,
if it's
I'm
funny, it's
laughing.
funny.
You
As
can't
long as it's
control
not
my
something.
funny bone.
But listen, Trace. But this is where it can get
Hmm.
kind of funky because it depends on what this person is making fun of.
This is true.
Right, because if this person is making fun of your family or
Oh yeah.
deformity of you or some of that, like something is personal and they're making fun of it and then you're in there laughing about it and then you want to come back into that other person's chat like it's all good. I can see that content creator or that person feeling some type of way, like, damn, you just over there laughing at motherfucker talking about my kid, something.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't
Why was
find
you
shit like
laughing at
that
that?
funny anyway.
Now I will say, now I can respect it if you in that chat and you let it be known, hey, look, man, I don't agree with you talking about somebody's kids and shit, but that joke about such and such
Hmm.
was funny, and you let it be known what you laughed at.
Right.
That was funny when you made that little
Right.
joke about this, that lighthearted joke about something, but when you try to get dark and you try to make it funny, I'm not laughing at that. You know what I'm saying? And then for one, if you really fuck with some motherfucker, you're not even gonna be in that chat when that's
Hey,
going on.
Thaddeus,
You know what I'm saying? Because
Thick
soon as
Cut just came in.
shout out to
Hey,
Thick
Thick Cut.
Cut. But yeah, if you really fuck with them, you're not even gonna be in live or in that chat at a particular time when that content creator is even being talked about. Because if you do rock with both, and then you hear them about to start to go in, sometimes, well, I know me, I'll just click off. I'll just go look at some other shit, listen to some other shit.
But
Um,
I've gone through that. you know, and
Me
even
too.
try to, rationalize it like, maybe you guys can have a conversation or whatever, whatever, whatever. Because I didn't want to, I didn't want to engage in that. Some people want you to make a choice. They try to force you into making a choice. But if
I'm
something is
sorry
funny, I'm
distracting.
laughing. I don't even care if it's at my expense. If it's funny and it's about me, if I find it funny, I'm laughing.
Right. Hey, but look, hold on. I'm sorry distracting one. You all right? Cause sometimes when some of y'all come in the chat and it be someone talking at that particular time, and I don't want to be rude and cut them off or talk over them, and then I'll wait to say what up to you. You know what I'm saying? So it do seem like sometimes it might be like 5, 10 minutes. You done came in the chat
Catching up
and then I
backwards.
recognize you. Yeah, it's like so I'll see you and I'll be wanting to speak, but then I'm like, I don't want to cut them off. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, speak to y'all, slide it in there, be like, well, pause, but y'all get what I'm saying. Um, Shout out distracting one, shout out to Thick Cut. I actually spoke to Thick Cut. Trey didn't hear me when you first came in. I said, "What up, Thick Cut?"
Oh, hate they cut. I didn't.
Yeah, yeah, I did. It's all good though. I know you been here distracting one. I've been spoke to you. You might didn't hear it,
Courtney
but
P
I've
said
been
you didn't
spoke.
see her for an hour.
Yeah, I've been spoke. She said 10 minutes. So like, okay, you come in, like, yo, what up, chat? What up, Stats here? And then I just be like, not say nothing, not say nothing, not say nothing. You're like, oh, what's going on? What's going on, distracting one? And you're like, nigga, I've been here. You not seeing me? But you got a 10-minute delay on your chat or something, nigga? Nah, it ain't that. Which I do need to start looking at the actual YouTube chat more versus StreamYard chat.
See, I'm sitting here
But
on my
shout out
phone
to
and then
you.
I'm watching. I have I'm I'm watching it on my computer.
We about to get
So I'm
out of here
probably
though. We on the 3.5 hour mark. We about to get up out of here, Trey. I
yes,
appreciate you
sir.
rocking out. Trey did a damn near whole show with me, y'all. Shout out to Trey Spector.
Yep. And it's 10:40.
Right,
So
she was the co-host for the night.
yeah, I'll
Got
see
us
you
through
next
this
year.
live. I would have made y'all
I,
ears me. So shout out to Trey Spectors.
well, I'm gonna
For
drop
adding some.
down, Thaddeus. Thanks for the conversation. I enjoyed it.
I definitely appreciate you. The pleasure is all mine, Trey Spectors. I appreciate you hitting the link, rocking out with your boy for a while because you was up here for at least like 2 hours. Seemed like.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
Shout out to you. Because
All
I'm
right.
definitely about to close this out because I gotta go to the store, y'all, and I gotta get something to eat.
All right.
I'm gonna
I'll
be up.
chit chat with you later.
That's what's up, Trey Spectors. I appreciate you. But yeah, y'all. We rocked out. I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking out with me. Yeah. For 2024, I'm gonna continue to try to grow. Uh, yeah, nourish myself. There you go, Courtney P. Right on time with it. Nourish myself. That sounds kind of weird, but y'all know what I mean. Appreciate that, Bernard 98. Um, I'm gonna go get me something to eat. Well, I gotta go to the store, and I'm gonna get me something to eat. Um, so I know somebody else gonna go live a little later. That nigga said it say 11, but we know this motherfucker ain't going live at 11. Probably at the earliest 12. The shit, hell, knowing this nigga might push this motherfucker to 5 a.m. in the morning. And y'all know who I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. Yeah, appreciate that distracting one. Shout out to you. I'm gonna stay safe. I don't drive too fast. It's a safe environment. Yeah, this is a safe environment. Everybody's welcome. Hey, be ghost watching, but they don't want to type. I just got a text message. What the fuck? Where's my phone? Hey, look, that'd be the funniest shit, right? When people see they'll see one phone in my hand, and I'd be like, "What my phone?" They be like, "Yo, you got your phone in your hand?" Like, nah, not that one. Oh shit! Shout out to the Cash App. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not. That seemed like a government. I could be wrong. But shout out to you. You know who you are. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It is motivation. So I will say that, you know what I'm saying? So when people do send their appreciation with donations and shit like that, it does make the content creators. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm a tipper myself. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to the restaurant and I feel like I got service, I tip. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got to, but I do can feel compelled. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Shit, they get good service. Like, I can't stand motherfuckers that don't tip. I don't like those people. I don't like those personalities. You know what I'm saying? Me and them people with those personalities clash. Cause I know people like that. These motherfuckers don't like the tip and shit. I can't go out with you. We can't go to no restaurant and shit together and party together. 'Cause I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make me look bad. You know what I mean? You know how you all your friends. They say you show me who your friends are. I'll show you who you are. And if you hang with motherfuckers that don't tip and shit, then you looking like an asshole too. You know what I mean? So you the only one tip. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you a quick story right before I go. I had went out to eat with some of my cousins, and we go to this restaurant, and you know what I'm saying? Like niggas was high. We ordering mad shit, right? Now the nigga, now I had it was a male waiter, y'all. This nigga didn't write shit down, and we ordered a bunch of shit. I'm talking about a bunch of shit, and he was attentive. Like, yo, this nigga, we spent a bunch of money. Like, everybody bought a bunch of shit individually. So I'm like, damn, man, y'all niggas ain't gonna tip. We getting ready to pay everybody bill like $40, $50 each. So I'm like, yo, y'all niggas ain't gonna tip. These niggas was like, nah, we don't tip. What? I'm like, bro, y'all didn't see the service this nigga just gave us. Like, bro, he just ordered. He brought everything we asked for. Then when we didn't want something on this and that, everything was right. How you not tip that? Like, if you get good service, why wouldn't you tip that shit? And I was mad, like, yo, y'all niggas is some assholes. Y'all know that? I ain't never going nowhere else with y'all niggas. I promise y'all, that was the one and only time that I actually went out with these niggas because I was like, yo, y'all niggas don't tip. Why the fuck y'all don't tip? I tip. Um, you supposed not supposed to. I take that back. You would think if you get good service. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all. Appreciate that cash out. I'm gonna have to get something like a drop or something for my appreciation when you do send the cash out. I gotta get better right as a YouTube. That's what y'all, it's almost like people be expecting shit like that, right? Because everybody be doing that shit. You got some type of drop or they play something um when they do get a donation. I had to think of something. I got a good imagination. I'm gonna have to make me something. When will I get the alert the channel started? You talking about when somebody else go live, Keith? You just got a notification bell. It should pop up. YouTube will send you a notification. Say he can't open his eyes. I can't open my eyes. My eyes open, bro. Look, my shit's open. Say I tip and good. So right, me too. Give me something free, and I may blow the budget. I love a great waiter or waitress. I don't know about giving me nothing free. Just remember all my shit. Get my shit right. That's my biggest thing. When I go out, uh, the things I look for the most on why I would give a big tip or just tip in general is if they was attentive and they paid attention to what you were saying, and if they get your order correct on the first time, and how often do they make sure that you're okay, and checking on you and making sure that you right. Don't just have me sitting there. One thing that'll piss a motherfucker off if you've already finished your meal and then you're ready to go, but then they just nowhere to be found, and you're like, yo, where the fuck is my waiter with my check? And he's a lot better now because you got the shits at the table. But you know what I'm saying, when you actually are, the better the restaurant, the better service you're gonna get. You know what I mean? We know how that shit go. But I'm just talking about your everyday work eaters, like when you go to like you know, restaurant like Applebee's or Waffle House, wherever you getting waited on. Hey, if you make sure I'm straight and all of that shit, then I got you. I'm a tip. And when you run across a lot of people like that in the day, you'll do. I hate just sitting there waiting to pay, ready to go, and you ain't nowhere to be fucking found. Now I don't want to tip you like that. I ain't even gonna lie. Like you might even get good service, but then you fucked up on that end. So you gotta kind of balance it to where everybody good. You balancing your time. I ain't no waiter or nothing, but hey, these seem like the formulas to being a good waiter. You know what I mean? Being a rabbit eater in a dinner group, man. You're like you ready to go? I'm ready to pay for my shit and get up out of here. Shout out to Trace Pet. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I want to keep it as a cool vibe, Trace Spectives. Even though all that shit brings more people to pop their eyes in and ears in and all that shit, but you just keep it as a cool vibe. And like I was saying before, everybody's welcome in my chat if they wanted to. They're not gonna like me, and they're not gonna like everybody to actually type in my chat. Even like my mods, but okay, it's whatever. But whoever do want to chill and rock, you know what I mean, it's all good. They'll see that ain't no um battlefield in the chat. This ain't Troll Nation. Shout out to Troll Nation, though. But this ain't Troll Nation, so I don't want to see everybody bickering and fighting in the chat on the panel, arguing and yelling at each other and all that shit. But anyway, yeah, man, I'm about to get up out of here and go get my life together. But y'all definitely will see me in the chats later. I'm gonna be up for a little while. My eyes might look closed, but I'm not sleeping. And I'm about to roll up again once I get back from the store. Listen en route to the store, watch for feathers. Okay, distracting, I got you. I'm gonna watch out for feathers. And I'm about to ride out on this. What beat do I want to ride out on? I got it. Got it. All right, y'all. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Shout out to the Wabbits. Shout out to all the dope content creators that's doing their thing. Shout out to everybody. Whether you like me or not, I wish you a prosperous 2024. I hope everybody, do and be where they want to be at. Shout out to Courtney Peach. And I'm hold up. Before I go though. Before I go. So I'm back for a second before this beat ride out. Shout out to the distracting one, Keith Jackson, Courtney Peach, Trey Spectors. Definitely shout out to Trey Spectors for rocking out with me for a minute. Shout out to Kobe Knows. Who else we got in the bill? Shout out to Jenny. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up and through. I appreciate you. Shout out to Levy Star Beating, Teddy Grams, everybody. There's more people too. Shout out to KTC, Thick Cut. Shout out to everybody, man. I keep saying that right. Let me go.